largely based on how successful America's been.
Such a weird claim. Like, okay.
I pronounced your name correctly. I think the reason why it's a weird claim is because you do not look at the fact that there's 195 countries, right? Most of those countries actually change their constitution every 17 years. Every 17. What Joe is trying to explain to you, we in the United States of America, our republic, has been intact under the same document for 250 years. That's the longest standing constitution in the history. That's what he's telling you. So when you have a people with a constitution, and I don't even know, Canada, do you guys have a Bill of Rights? Do you have a Declaration of Independence?
Yeah, it's 44 years old. We went over that.
So Gerald, so what I'm saying to you is, let's just make sure when we're communicating that we know that the continent of the United States of America is not the oldest continent, okay? We're talking about ruling government and the document is a constitution. Every country has a constitution. He's trying to explain to you which is the longest lasting standing constitution in modern history right now. We just celebrated 250 years of the same. That's the difference. So, and just to let you know, I live in this point. We have more people that live in our state that's in the whole country of Canada. Okay, pretty much. So when you come in and you want to talk to the big boy, you got to put on your big boy drawers, man. So just make sure you understand, because right now you're just a little country. You're just a little country, bro. And I would try to come and talk to the big boy, okay? Because we the people, we the people. Also, I'll land on this: 23,000 Americans. 23,000 Americans help deport 23,000 Canadians who overstay their visa every year. They come here and they overstay. Why do people come to America from Canada to overstay their visa? Just kind of interesting to me. I just asked. I don't know.
I don't understand why it's a flex. Maybe it's me on this, but I just don't see why it's a flex to claim that America has the oldest document if it was amended 25 times.
Like, I'll tell you.
If it was good, you wouldn't have amended it.
I'll tell you.
No, Joe, do you know what the word amend means? You're acting foolish, man.
You mean to change something. It's to change. That's what amend means. To make a change.
So Jarl, my answer was in direct response to this statistic that you raised, and it's not accurate. The amount of times, what is it? It's 18 additional amendments. If you look at it, we adopted the Bill of Rights after they had already founded the country by about 4 or 5 years. So if you want to take into all the amendments were largely adopted, and that's our process of amending our Constitution. However, you just created your Bill of Rights 44 years ago. Can you not comprehend this?
Yeah, I just don't feel why it matters. Like I don't understand what it changes.
We put ours in. It started. We put ours in 1792.
I don't care. I don't see why that's like a big flex. Like I don't see what that matters.
The pain stops once you just admit that America is superior to Canada. The torture will stop.
It's just that you're just saying it's an older country. You're like, okay, that doesn't make it better.
No, we're getting ready to rip out your toenails until you admit it. Repeat after me. Are you ready?
That you don't realize that America is just a better looking woman than Canada. That's all. We just have a better wife. That's all.
You're objectively and more out of shape.
All right, Charles, repeat after me. States of America.
United States of America
is far superior to Canada.
Bombed 170 little girls.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
That is not Canada.
We're gonna go to commercial break.
That is not a thing.
It still does really piss me off that in 2026
Yes, that is
that was a failed intelligence. Like, I definitely do believe that it was failed intelligence, but somebody dropped the ball with that. Somebody didn't do what they were supposed to do.
Hey, we can't be perfect. You know, shit happens. Someone pressed the wrong button.
B, we know it's also failed intelligence.
I'm sorry, Mr.
I said, you know what's also failed? Right? You know it's also failed evidence.
Failed. I'm shocked that we had a failed intelligence.
No, but you know what's intelligence too? What's failed intelligence? You know, we have that also in America. You know what that is, right?
What's that?
Black people commit crime.
Statism?
No,
Woo!
I said black people commit crime.
You mean
You know that?
individuals commit crimes?
Oh, not
You
the
mean
individuals.
criminals commit crimes?
Oh, wow, Beamer.
Man,
That
black
kind
people
of
just
Mr. Edward is a
Why you have to drag
racist.
us into it?
Racist!
No, it's so funny, Beamer. You come up here talking about the fact that you don't figure out that's failed intelligent, and I'm trying to get you to see that what you stand on all this time on oh, you know, he didn't really commit the crime. Oh, he didn't do this and this black, this all systematic. Come on, man. Beamer, when are you gonna wake up and realize that they're just people? They're just people.
Any person, anything that I've, thank you, Othello. Any individual that I've ever defended, I didn't do it blindly. I did it from first principles. I did it from a principled stance. Fortunately, statists can't usually do that because there will be just natural contradictions. So I know that that's frustrating to hear.
I have a follow-up question. Beamer.
Ultimately,
So Beamer, so you think I'm a Beamer?
well, that was hyperbole, but
No. Wait.
I'm
no.
being hyperbolic. However,
you can't be-
wait.
no,
Well,
no,
let me
wait,
just.
wait,
I got. Wait. I got. Wait.
cannot
Credit. I gotta hit the
Beamer,
second part. Let me hit the second part.
Hyperbolic. No.
Hold on,
There's no
hold
second
on.
part.
I'm gonna explain
use the
it.
term. No, you can't explain it. There's no explaining it. You can't explain that, Beamer. You're actually calling an ethnic person who happens to be ethnically black. You said that I'm racist. That's what you said, clearly. And now you're telling me you're being hyperbolic. That's not true.
Wait,
bro.
I thought black
Sorry.
people can't be racist though.
So the reason that I said that is because we know that people who like to focus on crime and black Americans try to like put it together like white people don't have to do that. Hold on, not white people don't have to do that. White people hold on, wait, listen, because hold on, just don't get
I
excited.
love how you dig a hole.
Relax.
But you just dig
I'm
holes
not
every
digging
day
a
for
hole.
yourself.
I'm trying to explain a point. I've explained this point before, right? White people don't have to suffer from that language, but black Americans do. White people don't have to be charged with crime, with the, this percentage of your population commits crime. Nobody ever talks about that. You know who talks about that? Right. Let's talk about that. Now, there's different types of racism. There's institutional, structural, and interpersonal.
About that, Bimo, we weren't even race. We
And
weren't even
just-
having a conversation before you got into this room, and it's so irritating.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't start the racism. I didn't start the racism topic, though. But I didn't start it.
I started it because she talked about
Hold on.
That
We're
we
going to
just-
see if Anne's intellectually honest. Pause.
No.
And
Bima,
who
I just
started
told
this talk?
I did.
But no,
You did.
Mr. Edward.
You did. As far
Who
as
did?
I'm concerned, since you came in, race topic.
So now we have an intellectually dishonest individual.
No, I'm
Everybody
not.
had point. And Mr.
not
Edward
wrong.
even admitted it. Mr. Edward even
You guys
even Mr. Edward gave you that, and you still failed.
Listen with your
Oh
ears.
no.
Yep, as soon as you got in here, race has been a topic.
I never, but that's not my fault. I'm not in
You don't sound
control.
intellectually dishonest.
What you
'cause I
want
was
to
just telling
do,
you the truth.
what you want to do is you want to, I don't know, whatever.
She wants to speak
wanna-
subliminally, like nobody can understand what she's saying. That's what they do, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's just intellectual dishonesty. Mr. Edward even admitted it. I didn't start that.
All of
I
that
didn't
is
start
that
that.
since you
well,
I made a comment about intelligence, failed intelligence. That's what I was talking about.
You did talk about intelligence, and I'm saying
And then Mr.
to you,
Edward brought in the race.
I did. Because I'm talking to Bima.
Exactly.
I don't have any other Bima. I have no other conversation with Bima.
I can't control that, Ann. Sometimes, Ann.
Don't come in then.
Bima.
You're about
can
to
you
get.
control.
You're about to
Can you
see the
control-
hallways, lady.
Don't do that. That's weird. Don't do that. That's weird.
Her Ann's
Yeah,
phone's
she's
about to
weird.
die in 5.
Don't touch me.
Question. Bima.
Private property.
Yes.
Private
All right, we gotta
property.
go.
Just a follow-up question to Bima. Bima, do you have a driver's license?
What the fuck? Here
I'm
you
not
go.
going to engage with the other half
Are
of
you-
Ann
are
right
you
now.
are you a-
Sorry, no.
Bima, are you a bootlicking
Let's just let it breathe.
Are you a bootlicking status because you have a driver's license? Wouldn't having a driver's license make you a bootlicking status, Bima? Why aren't you following your first principles
Mr.
by handing
Mr.
over
Ann.
your driver's license?
Mr. Ann, relax.
I mean, because you're all right. I'll argue with you because you'll go to jail if you don't. So I mean, what choice do you have?
Okay.
You don't have to have a
What'd you
driver's
say,
license to live.
That's cap. Joe, hey, hold on. B, hold on. Joe, wait, are you being for real, brother? Let's do this for real.
100% real.
Me and you, we've done this.
Bima's a bootlicking status because she has a
I
driver's license.
I kind of agree a little bit, but you know damn well you can't not have a driver's license in America.
No, you
brother.
can live without a driver's license. Now you can't drive.
No, that wasn't the question.
Unless
You
you think
said,
you're
can
a
you
sovereign
drive
citizen.
without one? You didn't say
I
live.
did
You
not
said
say
drive.
could you drive. No, I did not say. I asked her.
Huh?
I know you can't drive without a license unless you think
That's
you're a
not.
sovereign.
But you didn't just say that.
sovereign
You
citizen.
didn't say live. You said, do you have a driver's license? Can you drive without one? That's what you said.
I didn't. No, I never asked. Could you drive without one? I don't know. You're just coming in right now, King, and I'm going to put you back down because no, even Bima knows I didn't ask that question. I'm not that petty. But Bima, turn over your driver's license, and then you'll really be first principles.
Hostage situation. It doesn't make it right or wrong. You see, like it just says like that. It's a consequentialist argument. Like, oh, this is what you got to do. This is what is. So no, it doesn't make it right or wrong. If it's and it doesn't make it right either. It just explains how reality works currently. But the discussion of, statism still exists. The question of are we still free to voluntarily interact with individuals without coercive backed violence with as peaceful individuals and that still remains. But we're getting there. I have hope.
Bima, do you think
If anybody in the world is going to do it, us Americans are going to do it first.
I know, but Bima, my question to you is, do you think the left has the best interests of Black Americans in mind?
That's a crazy collectivist statement.
I don't care what you think it is. I want an answer from you.
I think people have in good and bad interests. I wouldn't ever put a label and categorize an entire ideology. I mean, like I couldn't do.
So that means you fall in the area of liberal, because you just said you don't want to claim. But that's what you are.
That's because
Wait.
no, that's because I wouldn't be able to prove it objectively. If people
can't prove it
believe
objectively?
right, exactly. I wouldn't be able to prove it with objectivity. It would ultimately come down to your subjective opinion and my subjective opinion.
So I've never been a Democrat in my life. Never voted.
Wait. Okay, Edward. Let me ask you a question. Does that mean?
1 second, King.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
You come right after. So the reason why I said that, Bima, if you tell me to vote 93% for a party that destroyed the nuclear family, that promotes abortion to the same group of people, that tell them that DEI and critical race theory, all promoted by the left, are you telling me that this is not targeted for one group of people? Am I missing something?
I don't think that it was ever put in place as like this one person came up with this idea, shared it with some other people, and then it's like this conspiracy theory. Those things they evolved through things that society thought were good and bad at different times and different moments because of different pressures and systemic issues that existed. And so people bind together, they come together and they decide, okay, hey, look, let's vote this way because we believe that this is going to be the best. And you can't say that that's, if you're trying to tell me, like, even if I fundamentally disagree with it, which I would say I do, right, because of my value system and first principles that I've been able to identify from the left, but also from the right, I'm saying it doesn't erase the fact that people still show up to vote because they do believe ultimately doing the right thing. I don't think largely, let me ask you that, Mr. Edward, without pointing to Democrat or Republican, do you think the large majority of Americans that show up to vote believe that they're voting and they're doing, whether you agree with what they think or not?
Of course they do.
You believe that they show up to vote because they think that they're doing the right thing?
Of course they do. Can I say something real quick, Edward?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, of course they're gonna. Why else would they show up to vote? I mean, that's like a. I wouldn't say idiotic, but that's like a redundant statement. Why else would somebody show up to vote unless they literally believe in what they believe in? That doesn't even make sense, right? But I will say this. So you're saying that look, because I like to say I am bipartisan down the middle, period. I think the fact that there's only two classes of politicians we can choose from is a problem. They're two heads of the same dragon. It doesn't matter. They all went to Epstein's Islands. They're all the devil. It literally doesn't matter. Like the fact that y'all say, like, look, I'm gonna be honest. Like when somebody sit here and try to argue left or right to me, like any rational human being would sit there and just observe the conversation and be like, these people are fucking crazy. You're a fucking crazy person if you believe.
Instead of you using language that's off the
Don't
wall.
tell me how to speak. Who are you to Who are you? Who are you?
How to speak. I said for you using language that's off the wall. I didn't say anything about telling you how to speak.
Oh, my bad, brother. My bad.
No problem. It's okay. But for you to come up here and actually believe that the dragon is the same. So let me make sure I give you a couple things. Wait. You're. Let me just.
No. Let's see what it comes. Go ahead, brother. You're crazy. I can already tell you're crazy. Go ahead, though. I can tell.
Crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy.
Admitting that is disgusting.
Can I finish?
You interrupted me, but sure, I'll let you finish since you didn't let me finish. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, King.
Crazy how that works, right? I have decorum. You don't.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and finish?
Go ahead. You already interrupted. So now you're going mute, though. Crazy. Like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. If you believe that they're like fucking that million, I'll do you worse, right? Because let's be honest. Back in the day, a millionaire was a billionaire. Based upon inflation, like damn near a millionaire today is a borderline billion. I digress, bro. Y'all got it, bro. This is like y'all.
You good, bro?
Nah, you told me to land my plane. I'm done. Y'all disgust me in here.
You think a millionaire a few years ago was
relatively, nigga, like for instance, like your parent. Wait, what?
No, you're way off.
Wait. So if $1 million right now is the exact same as having $1 million in 1960?
No, but it's not worth a billion.
I mean, obviously, it's a hyperbole, genius. Okay. It's a hyperbole. Are you a simpleton?
No.
All right, don't act like one then.
You're gonna take a little break. Go ahead, Edward.
You let them go down anyway. But just to make sure that I understand that the party that I happen to vote in says that they believe that young men and women should not have their private parts cut off. The other party do not promote any of these kind of things, like the union of two men, two women. I personally believe that a lot of the people on the right believe that in the nuclear family, marriage between a male and a female, we believe that hard work wins. The other party wants to redistribute the money, like King talking about $1 million. You didn't earn $1 million, okay? So whether you have $1 million or not, it's not yours. Whoever earns it is their money, not your money. So for you to even say that shows me clearly that people who have excuses in life will make the comment that both parties are the same. Actually, I think that, who was it that said that about the licenses? Because one party says that blacks can't get a license. They don't even know how to get an ID. They don't know how to vote. When did we come with this? I mean, I'm just trying to think, Othello, am I off? Because this is what I've heard, that black people, they don't have any ID. They to the polls. But but nice of them to still vote Democrat. And I'll just give you a quote. If you've been voting Democrat for the last 60 years and your position haven't changed, should you not look at the party that you're part of? Because they sure have changed. So I land there.
You speaking the truth, Edward. You're very consistent in your perspective, and good family man. Always love hearing what you have to say. Okay, copy, Edward. So you're saying...
Let me finish. Let me just finish with Othello. I'll let you go right after. Othello, I appreciate that. I think that being responsible, being a family man, trying to do the best, paying your bills, no one's coming to our rescue. There's no parachutes in America. Okay, John.
All right, so, because I see what you're saying. So you're saying, because I had the same problem with my parents about them voting Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell anybody. You know what I'm saying? But so you're saying that in the past, like, because of how I would assume you're right. You're black, right, Edward? You're black? So the way we was raised to be just Democrat, period. Yeah. Nigga, you stop. All right. But yeah, we were raised to be Democrat, which I agree, right? And I definitely went against the grain with that. And so I get what you're saying. Like, if you're not capable of second guessing your thoughts, I agree. Now, see, I can't argue that. I can't argue shit like that, bro. Like I told you, I am bipartisan. It depends on what we're talking about on the way in which that I'm gonna discuss the topic. Do you understand what I'm saying? But my problem is like, I agree. Like, when it comes to like the gay marriage and shit, look, how about this? Get married and depend on the satanic Bible then. That's what y'all do. How about that? If you want to gay and you want to get married, leave the Bible out of it. You know what I'm saying? Leave the Bible out of it. Like put it on the satanic Bible. Make sure Talmud. How about that? Put it on the Talmud, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave the Bible out of it. Leave the people who believe in the good book out of it. That's all I'm saying. Like, we ain't got shit to do with that. But the problem, they try to force us. Like, oh yeah, I'm gay.
Honesty. No, I appreciate your honesty about saying that, we tested, but we're linking Democrats all the way back to my grandfather. We believe hard work wins. We believe that we're responsible for the outcome of our own lives. We don't blame people that like us for all the excuses in the world. My grandfather and my father took them when I was very young. They never met a slave owner and met a slave. So they're not going to make that part of our conversation. That's going to be part of our dialogue.
Where are you from? Are you from the North or the South?
The North.
I can tell.
Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah. Massachusetts. You probably just don't know enough, brother. I'm not gonna lie, but that doesn't matter. I agree with you. You can't blame white people. White people aren't good at nothing. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've never met a white person who could beat me at anything in life. So the fact that niggas blame white people.
King, I'm gonna leave on this, King. No, guys, why you drop them?
He's fucking obnoxious. He's done this before.
No,
So
I was going to say to him, I don't know why he says that he does that. We're living under the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights that was all crafted by people that don't look like us. So I don't know where you come up with that. So I'm sorry. But everybody, good night. Thank you for having a conversation. Doc, Mr. Cool, Joe, Peter, Beaver, Ann, B-Ma, always good to see you. Othella, Free, all of you beautiful people. Have a good evening. I'll be listening tonight.
Y'all kick that man down. Y'all wrong for that.
he's trolling, Rob. He's trolling.
I don't know if he was trolling or if that's just how he feel. Because he did say that he spoke a conservative message, but he also seemed to have some stand that some black conservatives don't have, or like not have. But what's up with everybody, man? About to eat this elite key lime pie. Y'all ever heard of Trulux? Should go there. You know,
I do love key lime pie.
What'd you say?
I do love pie.
It's absolutely wonderful.
First time I had key lime pie was in Key West.
Hey,
and it didn't disappoint.
Hey, it didn't, man. Look, and if you only, it's a brand called Edwards brand. You can get them hoes in any grocery store. They real good. Now the key lime pie I got, you can't just get that in any grocery store. Yeah, shout out to King though, man. Shout out to my boy Trent, my nigga Trent in the motherfucking building.
My man. No, first of all, I just got to say, for everybody that is not from Houston or Texas, Trulux is an excellent seafood restaurant.
Amazing.
It is an amazing seafood. So while my boy is eating the key lime pie, what did you have for dinner, sir? That's what you got to talk about.
Well, for dinner, I had something that I cooked at home. I worked right across the street from Trulux, and I just had a taste of the key lime pie.
Okay, I feel you, baby.
But I might go tomorrow though, cause they got this new deal. They got a 3-course special for $36 now.
Restaurant week.
Yeah, at Trulux.
It's restaurant week in Houston. So again, for everybody who's not from Houston or from Texas, they do a restaurant week, and then you can get 3 and 4 course meal.
This ain't restaurant week.
It is restaurant week.
No, I'm talking about this deal at Trulux.
Oh, it's something different?
Yeah, this is just something that they do.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, true. But there are 2 places, if you ever go to Houston, that I will absolutely recommend. Trulux is one of them. Papa Do's is the other. If you want seafood when you come to Houston. 2 excellent in Houston.
Well, you can't really go wrong with either one of them.
You can't be Raging Cajun.
Nah, man, we're not putting Raging Cajun in that.
Raging Cajun, come on.
We're not putting Raging Cajun in that conversation.
Come on.
That one on Richmond is decent, but nah.
I grew up going there.
We're not putting that in the conversation, man.
No, sir. Please don't put Raging. You're embarrassing us in front of the white. Please don't put Raging Cajun with Trulux.
Nah, fuck that.
Dello, I ain't know you was from out here.
Yeah, I'm from here.
Where you from? South, North?
South Park, MLK, and Belford.
Already. I'm Southwest. I grew up all outside though.
Yep, in between 3rd Ward and South Park.
You went to JY?
No, I went to Mount Carmel. It's in South Park. It was a Catholic school.
Okay. I went to Addicts Middle School for a little period.
Oh, yeah, I know where that's at. Mm-hmm.
But I mostly went to school in A-Leaf, though.
My favorite long time spot over by A-Leaf.
What's that?
Long time.
Oh, you wild as fuck.
And my favorite folk spot. I got a cool ass little folk spot right there. Man, it's
I'm from the Bissonnette side, man. So
what happened?
no, I'm just saying I'm from the Bissonnette.
EP?
Yes.
Hey, King, don't get mad, man. Ain't nobody dancing for nothing. And Mike, I'd kick you in your motherfucking face. I was talking to my dog Trenton Othello about some players Houston shit.
And I am from Klein, which is a different side.
Hey, Trent, I was out there. I didn't realize just how far that shit is. I was out there about a month ago.
Yeah.
It's a waste of fucking time. The fuck you want to live
nice though, ain't it? Well, it's nice though, ain't it, Rob?
Man, I mean, it's nicer spots inside our city.
Yeah, there is. Houston's getting nicer. I actually came in here real quick because I wanted to talk to my brothers Joe and Beaver and Matt. What I put in the chat. Did it go away? No, it didn't go away. Former Vice President Dick Cheney oversaw the detainment situation involving live aliens captured from UFO classes, per David Grush, New York Post. Any comment?
Need to see it to believe it. I'm not saying it's wrong, but see it. You know, I got to see some proof.
I don't believe in green aliens and things like that. I'm pretty skeptical beyond popular belief.
Okay, I'll take. Look. I am skeptical as well. However, that last release from our own DOD and CIA or wherever those files that the Trump administration released tell more of a story that would have been unbelievable just a year ago. Credible, very highly credible scientists, fighter pilots, military folks witnessing craft that doing amazing things that it's documented and been hidden away from the public. And then, of course, the video that has been released, that a lot of them really difficult to explain. And so I need to see 4K evidence and photos, but the level of the people, now from James Clapper to Lou Elizondo to David Grush, people with top level security clearance, saying they're either insane, not James Clapper, because he hasn't said it himself. But we are either dealing with mass psychosis across the highest levels of our government, or there's something there. There's just no two ways about it.
Yeah, I to pick up your point, Trent. I put the information that the White House released on the aliens, official White House documents, in the chat for anybody who'd like to take a look at that.
Wait, I got a question. I'm gonna ask you, B. Do you believe in extraterrestrial life living on this planet?
Me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with that being said, do you feel like it's humanoids? Is it insects? What do you feel like it is?
I can't have a feeling. I just know that there's something. You know what I mean? Like when you're out at night on your back porch and you see eyes looking at you.
It's probably a deer, bro. It's a coyote.
Well, I'm in bear country, so
Yeah,
I
even
think it
worse.
could be bear, it could be
Even
deer,
worse.
rabbit, groundhogs, and it could be mountain lion. We have
Yes,
yeah,
mountain
could
lion
be.
stalk. So
Mountain
yes,
lions. I have mountain lions. So
yes, they
mhm.
stalk. They literally watch you for a while before they kill you.
But you were able to extract the point, right? Like it's just something. Even when you don't see the eyes, like you just something's watching you. You know when
I'm gonna
something
tell
else
you
is
like
there.
I'm gonna tell you like this. When I was working in Vernal, Utah, a very remote part of Utah, I was working for this oil company, and it was real. It was like some top flight security shit, right? And when I was out there, all the telling me, "Hey, watch out for Bigfoot." You know, I'm like, "What the fuck?" All these Mormons and shit, they telling me like, "No, there are Sasquatch up here. Be careful." I'm like, man, y'all believe in that old folklore ass shit? The old man said, his son, there are Sasquatch here. I've seen one with my own eyes. And all right, so you could be on to something. You're probably just a Sasquatch.
Well,
It could, but what about the things?
hey, real quick, Benji.
Yeah,
Sasquatch, but
hey, part of me.
they're nasty.
Oh, my bad. Charlie. Go ahead.
Real quick. I mean, yeah, no, they nest up here in the Northwest along with various other unidentified creatures. American military industrial complex know about these creatures, which is the reason why they have military bases all throughout these different national parks. And they have detailed on unidentified creatures that you think that you see in movies. You know, because you do have people that shit is somehow what you call a hoax or fiction when in essence it started imitating life. All right, so like good Sasquatch. I mean, I've had many people who are out in the woods, like motherfuckers who go out in the woods, been in Alaska, been around areas in my area, who sat up here and told me they've seen these creatures. All right, some of them are aggressive. Some people say that they Sasquatch, which Sasquatch, if I'm not mistaken, means hairy man. I'm pretty sure it's a mutated fucking human being.
Well, the way the old man described it to me, he said that he's about 7.5 to 8 feet tall, and he's extremely hairy, so hairy you can't even see his face. And he said that they're very scary. They're scary, but if you get too close to one, they will get aggressive. Word for word, that's what he said.
Yeah, they will attack, but as long as you stay away from their territory. But overall, I mean, those
the alien thing, I'm torn now. Let me tell y'all why. Because the more that I'm understanding about interstellar space, it doesn't seem possible to travel through it. At least from my technological standpoint, it's not possible for us to travel through space.
Oh yeah, no. But as far as beings from other,
so it would be
atmosphere. Yeah, they can do whatever they want.
I mean, even like the intelligence they would have to have would make me that that's probably the gods that created us. If it come to find out that like whatever we believe on a religious spectrum, if we can get to Earth, they're far superior than us. Like way more superior than us. This universe is, I don't think people understand distance in the universe and how this shit work. The reason why I'm torn is because it's enough evidence to suggest there has been something. And it's like, I used to didn't have this stance. I used to was for certain that, man, it was aliens for certain. But I don't know. I don't know now, man. Like
something
it's more likely that that time travel exists, and that if there is creatures here, that they're just humans from the future that have come back in time.
Well,
wait. Joe,
So hold on. There's been zero evidence of any type of living creature that is outside of our solar system We've been looking for it for a long
Brother, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, but Joe, wait, Skrilla, let me. Can I just ask this quick question, just real quick? So, you're basing that off of real information. I mean, mankind, all right, as you can't even discover the entire depths of the ocean. Like only 5% of the ocean that's been explored. Let me give you run another example. So I'm getting to me. There's only been 5% of the cases in America alone on the entire freaking world with unmarked islands and areas that that the government knows about that you are not going to know about. They don't put educational system. That's been explored. 5% of the cases has only been explored. All right. Mind you, the Congo, the Amazon has only been explored about 5 to 10%. They have not covered every region on this planet. They can't even allow you to go through the ice walls in Antarctica. So how can I sit up here somebody saying that we don't, I'm just saying just from the information of science, of the best scientists and best scientists, seismists, so on and so forth, astrologists, cosmologists, how can I take their information as something valid to say that there could be no terrestrial life coming out when you can't even understand the concepts and the depths of the very rock that you live on, which is the Earth. So to me, I think that's just arrogancy, especially just one. And I'll just say this, especially when I have footage of military firing at these UFOs that they call, like I have an old one from 2018 where there was a UFO flying through Iran military, and they were trying to shoot it down, but it was moving at such speed that they couldn't fire at it. There's also one where it was a military base where this UFO pretty much launched the warheads, right? It was about to launch, and they had, I don't know if it was the F-22 Raptors that they had trying to chase it, and when it disappeared in thin air. So if anything, these governments, they understand there's extraterrestrial life. So why wouldn't there be extraterrestrial life? We can't understand what the things that's going on in this rock right now.
Oh, it's not even so much that I just don't know. It's not that I don't think that it's extraterrestrial life. It's like, for my limited understanding of life, like from a human aspect, let me say this. I know that it's not possible for us to travel anywhere. I also like it's just not, like, we don't have, you gotta issue. The real issue for us in traveling is the fuel carrying issue. You need more fuel to go faster, and to carry fuel, you need something to fuel that what you're carrying. So it's like this paradox that they haven't figured out how to get past. The Voyager, what has been in space 50 years, I think it's moving at somewhere about 20,000 miles an hour. It's just got to the point where they consider one light day away from Earth. And one light day. And that's 50 years. So maybe we got some shit that could probably go 60, 70,000 miles an hour. You feel me? But are humans gonna be able to go in that? Able to build something that can withstand all of the radiation that's gonna come through space? Like, I don't know. I'm more so inclined to start believing that our focus should be this Earth and figuring out what the fuck's going on here. Cause we not getting away from this motherfucker. We're not, like, genetically, we're literally made a part of this Earth, man. When we leave the Earth, like, we losing the protection that we have as humans. That's all I say. So it make me believe that if other motherfuckers is coming here, like, what are they coming here for?
Yo, Char, I saw that video you were talking about. And did you see they shot the Hellfire missile at it? They shot one of our strongest missiles, and it just bounced right off. I think.
Yeah, you're talking about the one where was the Iran military where they were trying to shoot it down.
Yeah.
It looked like I was flying at light speed. The way it was moving, it was like a little light, but you see them just shooting, but they were,
our missiles were able to hit it. The Hellfire missile. You guys can look it up. It's on CNN. Just Google, like, Hellfire missile UFO. We shot our Hellfire missile at it, and the shit just bounced right off. But what's funny is, there's that Age of Disclosure documentary. Marco Rubio's in it, and they're talking a lot about this. I'm hearing that they might be in the ocean. Some people are saying that they're living in the ocean, and even the Nation of Islam has been talking about this for a long time, and it's so trippy because you never really place Black people with aliens. We were more so like focused on the struggle. But if you go back into the history, the Nation of Islam has been talking about the wheel and the UFO for years.
Yeah. Man, them boys
it's
said
not
that.
hang on. It's not just.
Hang
on, Char.
Yeah,
First of all, it's not just the Nation of Islam. Star beings, going back to the Zulu tribes, they talk about interacting with the star people, and there's a priestess from the Zulu priestess from the 90s who describes the same beings, and he's in a hut in Africa, and he is talking about the same beings that a lot of the whistleblowers are talking about today, which is kind of incredible to me. His name's Credo Matwa. You can look him up, and his story somewhat matches Bob Lazar's story, and Bob Lazar's story matches now what we're seeing. Othello, you put it in your.
Bob Lazar's a wild boy.
Yeah. Just let me finish, so I don't lose my train of thought. The Tic Tac from 2004. That terms that we've now released, and that the Air Force has verified that this is a real video. The way it rotates is what Bob Lazar said in the 80s that they do for time warp speed. To Joe's point, talking about time travel. So the Age of Disclosure and some of the other people, I actually do think there's probably something in the oceans. It would make a lot of sense that it would hide. But most of Abrahamic religion, prior to, somebody talked about the Nephilim, and the part of the Bible, which doesn't make it into the Bible, but part of the stories talk about these godlike creatures, star creatures that teach man and help man and that mate with man generations, thousands and thousands of years ago. So the Peruvians talk about aliens, and Native Americans talk about aliens. Almost every culture talks about some sort of star people interacting with them. It gets lost as religion matures, but the original stories all talk about interaction with something like alien beings.
Nephilim have never been described as aliens.
Yeah. Okay, so
in the conspiracy world, they definitely have people who believe that they were aliens. But go ahead, whoever was about to go.
Yeah, let me say something about that just real quick, because just to your point, Othello. Yeah, let me just say that to your point, Othello, because there was another point you wanted to say, and they were, and of course, like you mentioned, different nations, but I mean, the Romans, like you said, they have the artist depiction of them seeing these angels, aka these UFOs, having war games in the heavens. In other words, up in skies, right?
1951.
There's also a book called. Yeah, well, you can go check. You can go look at this. It's on Google Images. It's still up there. You can go check for it for yourself. But there's also a book called the Chariots of the Gods, right? I think it was a German writer about the Incans and about the things that they wrote about them. Same thing with there's another book that literally has like a model from the Aztec Empire, might be from the Mayan Empire it's called Ancient Vehicles or something like that. And they have one of those models that they modeled after one of the vehicles that they saw, in the skies. There's advanced civilizations have seen these.
I've been talking about them for forever. The Bible even talks about fucking aliens and shit, chariots of fire. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
No, King, I'm getting to that point because I was going to bring something out, bro. Just give me about 60 seconds, real quick, bro. And I know where you're going at. Yeah, I mean, the scriptures talk about it all the time. That's what the word chariot is talking about. All right, it's talking about these UFOs. Norman Bergman, to your point, Othello, an astronaut, and various other astronauts. And this stuff is on YouTube. They try to bury a lot of this stuff, but yeah, they talk about black extraterrestrials. He said when they were up there in space, they confirmed. Yeah, you can roll your eyes. This is a confirmed.
He showed a video of a gorilla.
Don't forget where you're at, brother.
He did. He showed a video.
But guys, this is bullshit. So if you were to look at the
Shut up. You're genetically inferior. Shut up, Pepe. You're a frail man. You're a frail man, Pepe.
I'm about to finish this real quick, and I'm gonna go on mute.
Okay, let Char finish, guys.
Yeah, go ahead, Pepe.
Yeah, so with that being said, yeah, he said, yeah, when we were up there, we saw these beings, and they looked like black men standing on the rings of Saturn. I mean, that video's out there. There's also another video of this other, I don't know if it was a military general saying that the beings.
Wait. Did they say that they were standing on the ring of Saturn? That's what they said?
Wait, did they say they were black or?
Wait, who said that? Wait, hold on. Who said that?
Hold on, let Char finish. Let Char finish, you fucking monkeys. Let him finish.
Yeah, Norman Bergman. Norman Bergman. You can go look this up on YouTube. It's still up. The video's still up there when he was being interviewed by this woman. Last time. So, yeah, there was also I don't know if it was a military general scholar, but he did say that one of the reason why they created the space program is to fight the extraterrestrials. And they said that the ones that came out, they were young black men with leather on, with fucking weapons and shit. They said they conquered the known galaxy.
Wait, black like my iPhone or like black?
So with that being said, that's one thing. But overall, when you look at some of the stuff that's going on, them revealing a lot of this stuff, this information there, and you see a lot of these movies like Battle LA, which in translation is Battle the Angels, and Independence Day is the whole concept is for the whole world to come together to fight the aliens, to make the aliens look like bad guys. That's the Hollywood propaganda, and really the military of the world's propaganda. That's what's going on. And that's the reason why they're putting it out there.
But here's my true belief. Okay, so we get hold on.
Racist ass. What the fuck? Pepe, you're poor.
Okay, I'm gonna get my loud. Okay, gotta get my loud.
Real race.
He's not racist as me. Trust me.
Okay, that's fine. You can be as racist as you want, Chim.
You're poor. Shut your poor ass up. Okay. Look how frail you look.
Shut your.
I could rape you. I could rape you if I wanted to. Shut up.
I would rape you just like I raped your mom.
Shut up. You don't
just like I raped your mom. Shut up. Shut up, you low IQ. You buckwheat looking bitch. Shut the fuck up. But I would sound a lot. You know what's really funny is I would sound a lot more than you in a goddamn courtroom. You fucking nappy-headed nigger. Shut the fuck up for a minute.
You look like you're about to die.
Okay, and you're gonna that's amazing. You're gonna die of fucking sickle cell anemia. So just shut the fuck up. But anyways, as I was saying, we can look at the Atlantis, which ended up being lost. It was literally the white gods, the people that no other people can ascend to be, the whites. They came here from outer space. Okay, they went to the city of Atlanta. No, okay, you guys.
Look, you can't even form a
Atlantis, and you guys are really mad. You guys are really mad. And you know what's really funny is who has been ruling over the Monkey Kingdom for the last several hundred years? The whites.
You're a mixed bag.
Oh, we're Caucasoids, but these Caucasoid white apes that were raped by dogs and all of that needed to be taught how to wipe their asses have literally outdone all of you people. Yeah. Okay, so that really says everything about your people.
Suffers from spinal bifida.
He's right. No, he's right.
If they're black,
he's right. No, hold on.
And Little Richard suffers from spinal bifida too.
Hold on. Even though he's racist, he's right though. He's right as fuck. I say the same things all the time. I'm like, how the fuck y'all let people who can't even go outside, they burn when they go outside, be more successful than you? I say that shit all the time.
We've already had this dumbass argument. You can't.
Our skin may burn, but you dumb motherfuckers would literally, if you lived in northern climates, would die off way earlier than us. But you people, however, don't have the cognitive capability that the white people have.
You don't have the cognitive ability to even form sentences without fucking
natural resources.
Shut the fuck up. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're genetically inferior. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You're genetically inferior. When you speak, you talk with too much saliva in your mouth. Shut the fuck up. I can hear it. Shut up.
No, I'm talking with your mom's grape juice in my mouth, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Look at your head. Look at your head. Like, what the fuck? You're inbred. Shut the fuck up. You disgust me.
Modelo likes white women.
Fuck that.
Pepe looks like Bert.
Like, how can you be racist and fucking poor? Nigga, look, if you're gonna be racist, at least be rich as hell. Have a leg to stand on.
Oh,
you're
God,
fucking racist, and you're
why do I need to be rich around a bunch of broke niggers? I don't need to be rich around a bunch of broke niggers.
Motherfucker, I'm a sand nigger. I'm not a nigger. Respect it, motherfucker.
Nobody's talking to your fucking sand nigger ass.
Well, I'm fucking involving myself because y'all not saying shit.
Wannabe kike.
That's crazy. That's the worst thing you could possibly be.
I don't know who this motherfucker is, but it's okay.
Wait, you like Jewish people, bro? Wait, Pepe. Do you like Jewish people? Are you Jewish?
I like some of them. No, I'm not a
Sephardic Jew. Look at his nose.
I think as long as the guy is
he
okay.
has jaundice. Look at his skin.
Yeah, Pepe. I don't fuck with
King, you're gonna have to Google what jaundice
is. There's a restaurant called
I know what a Sephardic Jew is.
Who has jaundice?
Shut the fuck up.
I get it. You're a nigger kike hater, and you just want to be a bitch. That's fine.
You're also racist, bro. What the fuck? It's not good. No good. No bueno.
Pepe, you're a nigger with burrito juice. Nobody likes you.
Okay, do you want sour cream all over your fucking face?
The thing is, it's a difference to be a nigger with seasoning. You don't even have seasoning. You're like bologna sandwich.
Oh.
This motherfucker literally looks like Bert from Sesame Street.
Mayate, swallow my cream, please.
Yeah, I know, you half breed. You are the mixture of 4 niggers nutting in your mom. And you came out.
That nigger loving bitch, how dare she?
Oh, tell Marlene to have my tacos ready for Taco Tuesday this time. If not, I'm going upside her head with a flip-flop.
That nigger loving bitch.
It's called a chongwa, you fucking retard.
Yeah, that nigger loving bitch, mama
look at Pepe's fucking head.
She just got killed by the last white man that she was sleeping with, unfortunately.
You call it a
Over the people.
His head is oblong. He's a fucking Neanderthal.
You have a good day today, Rich?
Yeah, amazing.
Have you been following that case that Lindsay Clancy placed?
Cypress, shut your mouth or Beema's gonna move you down. What'd you say, Beema?
Have you been following that Lindsay Clancy case?
No, honestly, I haven't been following really anything.
Oh, yes, I have Beema.
What do you think about it, Anne?
Oh, God.
Remind me of the case, and I'll probably be like,
he is not the father.
Okay.
It was the dirty nigger bitch that caused the
problem. You can very relaxed. You're using that word a lot.
Hold on, guys. Are you talking about the white chick that stabbed the black guy or something?
No.
All right, the ghost.
The
ghost bet.
Hold on, let's listen to
Where the black guy
Anne's
showed
gonna
up
tell
to the
everybody.
house at night and then she stabbed him.
Not that one either, Rich. Just wait.
It's the guys that fuck the farm animals.
And
you know, the usual.
So there were Muslims.
Oh my.
Yeah, there were blacks.
Muslims. Wait.
Yeah,
You said black people fuck the animals?
Yeah, Somalians fuck animals.
No.
From Iran. Animal fucking thing. I feel like.
Wait, have you not been? Wait, have you not been to Nigeria?
You white niggers literally sleep with your
I was
dog.
about to say.
Dogs in the mouth.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Wait, hold on. I think that's a people thing. I think people just are disgusting. Honestly, because nigga, you can find white people fucking animals, niggas.
Everybody, every group around.
Yeah, literally.
Only Rich's family fucks animals. Only Rich's family fucks animals.
Every group around the.
I'm an animal and I fucked.
Okay, I appreciate the conversation, but Anne was going to tell us about the Lindsay Clancy case.
Yeah, all of you shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
Okay. So this woman, she was a mom of 3 and she was married. The oldest was 5, then a 3-year-old, and then an 8-month-old. And she had postpartum depression.
Bad. Here, rape time, bitch.
Please.
Rape time.
She's about to kill her babies, isn't she, Ann?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves.
So then
I just said she's about to kill her babies.
yeah, she strangled all 3 of her children, and then she
What?
herself and jumped
Allegedly.
out of her window, and now
What do you mean
she's
allegedly?
paralyzed from the waist down.
Wait, she strangled them?
Well, we don't know. That's why she's on trial.
What do you mean you don't know? Is she locked up for it?
She strangled them with those exercise bands.
Fuck that cracker bitch. Fuck that cracker bitch. Hang that bitch.
Is she
Shout out
white?
to my motherfucking niggas, man. You know what the fuck going on in this motherfucking bitch, man. President Trump house in this motherfucker, man. Shout out to Beaver. Shout out to Peter. Shout out to my nigga Joe, my nigga Doctor, and the sweet lady Beamer. You feel me? Turn this bitch up. I'm outside tonight, nigga. I'll talk to y'all a little
I fuck
later,
with that
nigga.
white boy. He lit.
I'm a nigga, boy. I ain't never no cracker. Nigga, get it right.
Oh, are you for? Wait, hold on. No, I don't know you.
So they
Wait, all right. No, back to what we were talking about. So she strangled her kids.
So what Anne was saying.
Postpartum psychosis, is that what it was? Postpartum psychosis.
Nigga, that's some white people
what they
shit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
Are you for real?
Just wait. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's all I know.
Okay. So right now, there is this, as Anne said, this woman who's on trial for murdering her children.
I fuck with that, Pepe. See, Pepe, I think.
Thank you, whoever my hero is. But this is where it gets interesting, okay? So the husband apparently left to go to the store. And from the time he left to go to the store to supposedly get her medication and come back, she had killed all 3 of her kids. Or 2. I don't know if there were 2 or 3. If Anne says it's 3, I'll trust her.
5,
okay,
3,
so she says killed all 3 of her kids and then tried to commit suicide and kill herself. But this is the interesting thing, okay? Now, all of the internet, and we're all listening, we're like, hold on a second. It turns out that when they arrived on scene, her temperature was like 82 degrees. She couldn't speak. She had a broken spine. There was like no words coming out of her mouth. But apparently, she told the husband who had come back, when he said, "Where are the kids?" She said, "In the basement." But how likely is that? I don't know. But apparently, people who know what it's like to have a body temperature of 82 degrees after falling from a 2nd-story window and having some sort of mark on your neck, right? Like she did something, okay, to try to kill herself. Yeah. But then it gets even more interesting. There is
she
DNA.
Slit her wrist and slit her throat and then jumped out the window.
Allegedly. Then there's evidence of only his DNA on the things that killed the children, not her. Why would she clean off her own DNA off of the things that killed the children right before she tried to commit suicide? Interesting. Hold on, it gets more interesting. So now they're saying, hold on, they're probing and trying to figure out where the husband was at certain times. But then there's like, hold on, he was supposed to have sent some sort of text message, but the time that it was sent, he was actually at the house. Where in the house, we don't know, but he was still in the house.
You said enough. Hang that cracker bitch and hang that fucking cracker father. Fuck him. Total white death, fuck crackers, kill whitey.
Hey, they did us a fucking favor.
What is most interesting about this, though, is that, so she doesn't remember any of it, okay? But her attorney The internet is kind of like, like the Luigi and Mangione thing where everybody's just like goo goo gaga over there. Everybody is goo goo gaga this 70-something-year-old attorney because he is defending her, exposing shit left and right. And everybody's falling in love with this attorney and potentially, so also the husband, not even, I don't know, it wasn't even a full year, it was like 3 months or something.
9 months.
After 9 months that they went to, was it 9 months that they got married, or when did they go to vacation? I think it was 3 months.
It was a month after he went on vacation, and then 9 months later he got married.
Kill crackers.
And while he's on trial,
married.
Oh yeah, he's all remarried and everything.
Like that.
And a month after his kids died, 3 kids died, and his wife tried to decide he's already with that girl that he, by the way, that he ended up remarrying. A month later, thank you, Sam. I think that was Sam. But Sam, what?
I think that's it. But I think the father did it.
It is very interesting.
String that cracker up and kill his cracker bitch wife. That's all I'm gonna say. I've heard enough tonight. That is bullshit. Fucking lynch these crackers. We should not
they did us a favor. There's less white people in the world now.
So this is really morbid, but still, who did it? Did she do it or did he do it?
They both did.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, Sam. The attorney, her attorney, right? Lindsay's attorney, while they called the husband to the stand, he got a box of tissues because they were going to ask questions about the kids and everything. And he prepared and he brought the box of tissues up and put it on the stand to give to the father, who didn't shingle tear the entire time, like nothing. I mean, like you like, okay, maybe shock, maybe whatever, I don't know, but not even any bit of emotion.
I don't understand why an emotional response is, because it's.
We need a white genocide. You heard what these crackers did? Crackers are immoral. Kill the whites.
Right,
kill the whites. Fuck all white people. No white lives matter. Kill all whites. Amazing. Kill all whites. Fuck white people.
Pepe, do you need a goo break? So lunatic.
Say that.
But lunatic, this is the thing. You got to remember that you're talking about your kids. That's the first thing. Like, you're saying that there isn't you're so in control of your emotions that, I mean, you could get over just an entire marriage and the death of your kids, right? Within a month, you could go on vacation with a woman who you end up marrying 9 months later.
I'm a married man. I've been married for a long time. My children are unvaccinated. They're not born. My son is actually going to have his amateur boxing in November.
Oh my God.
Oh, wait, is this lunatic libertarian? Is this Roger Mayhem's friend?
No, it's skilled individuals. What systems do you understand?
Wait, lunatic, are you like Roger Mayhem's friend?
Sorry, but I didn't interrupt anybody.
I'm glad I got Roger kicked off the app.
Well, why are you interrupting me?
Oh, I was just mentioning that Roger Mayhem got kicked off the app.
Let this fucking cracker speak. Shut the fuck up.
Who's speaking?
This is Pepe. No, you dirty fucking cracker. You get to say something, okay? Be blessed. You're blessed. You're allowed to say something in this fucking room, cockroach. So go ahead and say what you want to say.
Oh, I'm a cockroach?
Yeah, you white piece of shit. Suck a fucking dick. Just go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
Well, I understand that skill sets are very abundant to the people that actually apply.
Is this David Bobadilla?
Understand that knowledge and wisdom. It's funny how people overspeak other people. I'm going to be 20 seconds. If you understand that...
You got to fight for it in here, buddy.
And again, you're...
Earn your fucking keep, brother.
There is no emotional discipline. Another person can speak without obligation to hear...
Welcome to the jungle.
So you mentioned that you had a son. So my question to you is, if you had to testify about the death on who supposedly was killed by your wife, do you think at any point you might get emotional? Well, no, I'm just asking because that's what we were talking about. So I'm just wondering. Would you get emotional? You think?
Anybody does?
Is there any amount of time that might buy that you wouldn't get emotional talking about?
Understand that emotions does not matter when it comes to survival is a person that has not reflected upon that obligation to the reflection of their own survival.
Yes, I get that, and I understand that. But I'm asking, what about you personally? Would you personally?
Died twice.
No. I'm talking about if your son was murdered by your wife, allegedly, okay, and you had to testify about it. At any point, you might get emotional.
I have no emotional obligation to anybody else's survival.
Okay, but I'm asking you, what do you think?
I haven't.
What's your best guess about how you would act? Do you think you could hold it together, or do you?
As far as what? What
these white people can't feel shit without taking some pharmaceuticals.
What is the emotional state that I should reflect upon your argument versus what is reality?
I'm saying.
I want to understand the basis of your.
I'm saying when I remember people that I love very much, when they weren't murdered, I still get emotional, right? And you're thinking it's one thought leads to another.
Murdered.
You know what I'm saying?
Death is murder.
So I'm saying well the death.
Or do you think another human implementing another human's death is murder?
Have you smoked or drank anything tonight?
I've killed many human beings in military service.
Okay. Okay.
Are the one about killing humans. Can we go back? It was actually fascinating what Bima and Ann were talking about. Did you finish the story about this postpartum psychosis?
Yeah. Unless Bima's got some.
No, so just other things was the husband, he didn't, there was like no emotion. And I mean, of course you can make an argument for why, but I feel that there would be other evidence. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't say for certain, but it does feel off. It just doesn't feel right.
The thing is, she's not speaking up for herself though. The wife. Like,
here, tell me more.
She hasn't spoken out one time and said like if you didn't do it, right? You know who did it. You know what I'm saying?
That's because she thinks she did it, and she's like, yeah, well, yeah, because she was after all this happened, thinks that she did it. She has no recollection or doesn't remember any of it. So allegedly, right?
I thought she did do it. I thought. She was struggling with the depression for a while. They try to get her help. He goes out to buy lunch. She kills the 3 kids, and then she jumps out the window and survives, and he comes back with the lunch. Are you saying that's changed?
Yeah, well, no. So, first of all, that's allegedly what happened. Right. But what's interesting is the internet shows that, I think the people that are getting excited about this case, she had marks on her neck, and somebody did like this test, like they took like a piece of steak or a piece of meat and they put it under a windowsill, and then they slammed the windowsill down on the neck, right? And it shows the exact mark that was on her neck. So, I mean, like, if she doesn't remember anything, right? She woke up and they told her what happened.
Maybe she tried to hang herself earlier in the week.
Well, I'm saying there are things that are coming out that are like, hold on, how do you explain that mark around?
Is this like in the court case?
This is bullshit. She did the thing that white women
on the internet.
All she was doing is what white women today love to do the most, and that's killing their own fucking children. Like, who cares?
That's true, Pepe.
But her DNA wasn't on anything.
But his was.
Wait, the father's DNA was on the kids?
On the stuff that, yeah. And hers wasn't.
Oh my God, wait a minute.
It was on like
the father's DNA was on his kids.
It was
That's crazy. Like, imagine like if your DNA was on like a stranger's body, like in a house that you've never been in, like that would be crazy. But like to think that the father's DNA was on the children.
Well, the issue was that they couldn't find hers. They only found his. That was the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it was both, that would
crazy.
be what would be expected. But why is it just his?
Maybe they washed the kids in the fucking bathtub and the dad took them out. Maybe he gave his kids a fucking shower and then he was the one that like patted them off and dried them off and put their clothes on and stuff. And mom was like depressed in the other room and shit. Kind of sounds like that's a plausible situation that the mom's got like, you said that she has like some kind of like postpartum psychosis or depression.
No.
So it's probably the mom's not even really doing anything to take care of the kids, which, I mean, the dad's going out to go get lunch. He's probably the one fucking giving the kids baths. The mom's probably just laying in fucking bed, just like all depressed and hating fucking life and trying to kill herself every 5 minutes. And maybe the dad went and gave the kids fucking showers. Before bed or something.
No, the kids were strangled. The kids were strangled.
Yeah, I know. She just said that the father's DNA was on the kids, but the mother's wasn't.
Like the ropes and stuff.
On the ropes.
Yeah, Beamo, where did you get that information from?
Not even that, but like, okay, if we're talking
from what the kids,
if we're talking about ropes,
kids were strangled. The kids were strangled by the exercise bands, and so only his DNA was found on them.
Yeah, that's a lie.
So it sounds like he was maybe the one that was working out, and then it didn't use the exercise bands, and then this bitch.
No, she got wrong information
to strangle her own fucking kids. Like, so what?
So I'm reading here. So confusion on social media stems from a conflation between DNA evidence and fingerprint evidence. So all three had one of fingerprint or DNA on the band. So the children, the mother, Lindsay, and Patrick. But Patrick had his fingerprints on the bands because he admitted to the police officer, the first police officer that responded, that he had removed them from the child's neck when he found them in the basement. But the DNA is Lindsay and the children. So you're conflating between the DNA and fingerprint. His fingerprints were on the band, not his DNA.
You bitches.
Like blood and stuff like that.
So his DNA was found on the bands, but you're saying that
his fingerprints was found on the band.
So was the DNA.
Well, if you want, DNA from fingerprints, like sweat or something like that. But the DNA of like blood and like if the mom is holding the bands like really hard to strangle, like skin would be like kind of ripping like microscopically off of her hand or whatever. But his fingerprints was found on the band.
So if he's the one who removed the bands, obviously he would be the one with the fresh prints.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. But so I understand that why the DNA could be on the bands if they exercise. Somebody mentioned that in the chat. That could explain that. But why wouldn't her?
No, not because he exercised. Because he's the one who was the last one to touch the bands to remove them.
Yeah, he was the last one to touch the band.
We're talking about DNA and fingerprints, Pepe. So
but the DNA and the fingerprints would have to deal with. They would have to deal with who was last to touch.
We just gotta go. Okay. Thank you. So what I'm saying is the DNA evidence then could be explained, right? It was an exercise equipment. Everybody's DNA is on. Okay. But the fingerprints were found on the exercise band and hers wasn't though.
No, her DNA was on it too.
The DNA was found on what everybody's DNA was on all the kids and both her and Patrick. But the fingerprints were found. It was only his fingerprints that were found on the bands, not hers. Is that right, Skull?
Well, hold up. I'm reading more here. So forensic experts later clarified at trial that certain porous or whatever, I don't know that word, surfaces like foam or rubber materials of exercise bands are notoriously poor elements for capturing identifiable ridge skin impressions, fingerprints, even though biological material DNA is left behind. So the thing is there's a mix-up between that's why I asked you first, where did you get that information from? Like, did you get that information from court records or was that like a video that you saw?
So if there's a bunch of like TikToks that people are making like from pieces of the trial. So they're covering things and then they're, just to talk about it, right? And there's people holding entire conversations about this. And so it's things that are, so it definitely could be, I could be wrong. Because I wasn't listening to the trial. But what I understand is that there was fingerprints on the exercise bands that were his and not hers.
Okay, so what I'm understanding from what I'm reading is that no fingerprints was on it, just all three of their DNA. So the kid's DNA, Lindsay's DNA, the husband's DNA, but the fingerprints, they did not find usable fingerprints on the bands or the knife. And then the defense has not contested the physical facts of the case or the chain of custody for the forensic DNA evidence.
Yeah, I think all.
So if they didn't even contest that, then that's the defense. Wouldn't they bring that up? Wouldn't they use that as a defense? If the defense is not even using that, then that makes no sense.
Or
right?
maybe then that's not true.
Yeah, the thing is that bitch killed her children, and then now because women watch too much Netflix crime documentaries, they're trying to figure it all out. And yeah.
Well, I mean, don't discount the internet. You watch, Don't Kill Cats.
Skull, why are you so sure that she did it? Like, I guess.
Well, because I'm actually validating her. I'm not taking blame away from her, but I'm actually validating her psychosis. She probably had severe postpartum psychosis and fucking killed her children. But this whole we're gonna go into this and try to blame it on the fucking husband who just lost his 3 kids. Oh, because he married, dude. The Chris guy that killed his kids. Some fucking bitch married him. Like, women marry fucking fucked up people all the time. And then men marry fucked up women all the time. Like, people have to move on with their lives.
Yeah, sure. I get that. But why are you so sure that she did it?
Because the evidence points towards her doing it.
I disagree. I think the evidence has made it that there's...
Candace Owens is to blame for all this.
What happened with this?
Wait, wasn't he out getting food?
What happened recently? Like, what happened with this case?
Wait,
I remember when this happened a while back, but why is it in the news again?
Beaver, I'm not familiar with the story. Was the guy out getting food?
Yes, he was out. He was out.
So can we? Do you think there's cameras that would show him at there? Or fucking cameras on the roads, cameras on the.
Could do it.
Yeah, there's camera. There's
camera
footage. There's camera footage from the restaurant that he was picking up food from.
But I mean, you could do it and then you could come back. That's just a cover.
I get that, but until it concludes and we get more evidence, Bima, what do you think is the most likely scenario? That a guy fucking threw his wife out of a window and murdered his 3 kids, or that a woman had postpartum depression that went into psychosis and she murdered her babies, which is actually not that uncommon. I've seen dozens of fucking media stories where there was a woman, I think in Florida, where she drowned her 5 kids in the bathtub. I mean, it's not that uncommon for people to put a pillow over their kid's head and just fucking.
No, you're right. But I think this could also be a Chris Watts situation where that's exactly what he's anticipating everybody to believe, that it is there's no question. Hey, look, it's the crazy mother with postpartum depression versus potentially there's some things that came about. Oh, I gotta look, Skull.
Yeah, but other than
having
how would
Bima, other than them having
both the window and her not remembering, if she gets thrown out the window,
memory about any of it.
Yeah, but with the forensic evidence and all the combing through this case from the investigators and the prosecutors and whatnot, the idea that this guy would throw his wife out of a window, kill the children, and get away with all of this, and the court, and this happened in 2023, right? Very unlikely that he would have got away with this. He would have had to be the fucking most diabolical, smart, genius fucking criminal ever to get away with
it.
After this case,
wasn't it a YouTube lady that killed her kids? The lady that had the YouTube channel and shit? Yes. Wasn't she a YouTube family or something? Yeah, she killed her 3 or 5 kids or something.
Right, but this woman's body temperature wasn't sustained enough for what the story was saying. So, and it's crazy. A lot of nurses don't document everything, and they should now. And this goes to prove why documentation is key for everything, because they missed everything on.
The thing is like people are trying to do two things at the same time. A lot of women, they're trying to validate postpartum depression. They're trying to be like, which is valid. They're saying postpartum depression is real. This is why we need better this, better that, which is true, right? But then at the same time, let's blame the husband. So what the fuck is it, right?
Well, I mean, the prints are his.
We just went through this.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not blaming the husband, and he's the prime suspect.
No. We just went through why the prints doesn't work. The finger.
Why hers not being on there just doesn't make any sense.
No, the investigators didn't find usable prints on both the bands and the murder weapon, but they found all DNA of the kids, the husband and the wife on the bands.
Right.
You know,
which is
these are the same people that would
not
spend
surprising.
24 hours with a bear over a fucking random guy.
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
These are the same people that would spend 24 hours confined with a fucking wild bear over a fucking random person, a random man.
Her notes with her therapist really do concern me. Like, she was going through something. She was literally losing herself. And postpartum is very, very real. So you can really hit a psychosis and forget everything, lose memory, lose your mind.
Listen, I do think the husband failed. Like, I think the husband failed them.
Absolutely, and the doctors too.
Got more help, and like he shouldn't have. If he knew she was like crazy like this, he probably should have like.
Wait, so y'all saying she had like a fucking background of like?
No. It's postpartum. Her therapist. The findings with the conversation, her journal entries were very telling, concerning, heartbreaking. Actually, what she was saying. She was really about to give up on her life. She was losing herself, and you could hit a psychosis with postpartum. You could lose your mind, forget time, lose sleep. You'll wake up not knowing where you are. It's very real.
Timothy, are you there?
No, postpartum is fake. It's all fake. It's actually the husband killed the kids and did all that.
Yeah, he murdered all the kids and she didn't do anything, even though her journal said that she was already going crazy. Like, I'm confused. Wait, so if you know that, hold on. Like, if y'all know that already, what in the world makes you think that the man, so did the man do it just because he's a man? I'm confused.
I didn't say the husband did it. Who said that?
Oh, copy.
I was being sarcastic because two things are trying to be validated at the same time.
No, I think it was B. It was you. Well, maybe B didn't know that. B, did you know that she had like a therapist and she was writing in her journal about how she was going to kill herself? Did you already know that or no?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, but you still think
what? Well, no, because like that was part of the whole argument of why he was able. If he did it, right? Why, if he was suspected because he knew that she had these thoughts and that she was, like this was something that she was going through. So he just found the opportunity to do it.
Hey, B, can I tell you something? If you, all right, which I said in the chat. Now, if y'all told me he abused her and mentally, like some fucking TV or like movie shit, forced her to do it, you know what I'm saying? Mentally fucked with her, like locked her in a cage, then I would be but you get what I'm saying? Then I would be with you. Like if you said that he was like mentally dominating her, he like mentally abused her and Stockholm syndromed her brain to the point to where he made her kill her own kids, I'd be with you. But when you say
why
that
does it look like that? That's so fucking ugly.
You said what? Anyway, but yeah, no, if you say that he just fucking murdered the kids when the man wasn't even home and all the DNA evidence points to her doing it, that like, that's where you it's like some Me Too movement shit.
No,
That's where
but it's just, what's real though is she probably really does not. If it wasn't, she probably does not remember it, bro. She probably has no memory of it. Psychosis. Hold on. If I could say, as a nurse, who's really seen women go through postpartum, they lose memory. They have memory loss. They lose days of sleep. They have no idea when they're waking up. They have no idea what they're literally zombies. It's a very strange. It's a very strange occurrence. A very strange chemical imbalance that happens with a mother who just underwent a lot of trauma, and she could literally have no idea what she did. It's very possible. that she lost all memory of it because it was so traumatic, and she's going through postpartum. Her body just blocked it out. She's probably a zombie this past week.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Then. Let's be for real then, right? Okay, you're right, Pockets. I'm gonna give you literally all that. Okay, do we let her out of jail then? Say all the DNA.
Oh no! If she's guilty, absolutely not. But get her some help.
So why the fuck does it matter? No.
If I can know, the system failed her. Her psychiatrist failed her. They didn't report her. They didn't report the findings that she wanted to kill herself.
Well, that's a normal thing, though.
No, it's not a normal thing. It's anyone is literally threatening to kill themselves and they have children. You're supposed to report it. You're supposed to report it. The psychiatrist failed. Her doctors failed. They failed her. And they failed these children if this is what happened, so she needed help and they failed her, and this is what happens, and this happens a lot, King. If you look at a lot of postpartum cases, mothers have done some horrible things with through postpartum. They've killed themselves.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and so the system failed her, but no doubt should she be locked up, at least in a psychiatric facility getting help or in jail. But either way, she needs to get.
All right, now let me ask you this. All right, let's go a step further. Right, she gets rehabilitated. Are you okay with her being in everyday? Should she be able to go over and buy eggs? Huh?
Casey Anthony out, and we not living that down. That bitch drowned her kids, and we still have.
What's the difference? No, but I'm asking.
There's no difference. I'm just saying. There's no difference of Casey Anthony walking out and this lady walking out.
No, but you're not answering my question. Would you be okay with? Because according to you, you're
honestly,
saying
yes. Once she had gotten the help, yes, I believe she's okay to get out. Honestly, this is a very serious thing. It's very. I would look it up, man. Look it up before you start speaking on it. Postpartum is very scary, dude. I've watched it deteriorate.
Well, that first one was Andrea Yates that drowned the 5 in the bathtub. Remember that, Joe?
Beaver, you make me fucking sick. Just remember.
Galaxy, shut the fuck up.
You're my.
Which one, Beaver?
Wasn't it Andrea Yates the big story, the national story? She drowned her 5 kids in the bathtub.
I don't
remember that case.
These stories.
Wait, are we bringing Pepe back up?
What about oh my gosh, that Mormon woman from Utah that abused her children and now she's in jail?
Yeah, it was a YouTuber lady.
Or that woman that literally murdered a woman who was pregnant, took the baby and said she gave birth. Y'all remember that woman? I forget who that was.
What, every woman that ever had an abortion pockets?
That's crazy.
I don't think so, but yeah.
Every woman that's ever had an abortion.
Okay, so this is also. Oh, sorry, Pockets. So this is.
No, go ahead, love.
So this is also this is what I was mentioning before. Okay, so I'm getting this from the CT Insider. Okay, so now the movements of Patrick. Okay, so the trial testimony puts Patrick working from his basement office during the day at approximately 4:53 p.m. Lindsay texted him about ordering dinner and getting medicine. Between 5:06 and 5:08, they discussed their orders. Patrick then supposedly left the house to pick up the food and the medication. While he was out around 5:33 to 5:34, he called Lindsay because he couldn't find the exact medication. She initially didn't answer and then called him back a minute later. And then Patrick testified that she sounded quiet or busy. This is interesting though, because then it shows that there was something else about him texting about the medication, about there was no what was it called? They didn't have the medication. There was only a generic brand, but then he came back with the actual real brand anyway. So anyway, the whole point is the window that they're talking about, okay? Because the theory that Patrick was documented as being away from the house during the significant part of the portion of the prosecution's alleged murder window, but it doesn't say whether it happened before he left or after he returned, or the documented timeline is just completely wrong.
Yeah, that's crazy. But you know what's even wild? Because she has been prescribed psychiatric medications for over 2 years. I believe it was what was it? 13 different psychiatric medications in the past 2 years, 2022 to 2023. Zoloft, Ativan, Benadryl, Trazodone, Prozac, Ambien, whatever you could name, she was taking.
Whoa.
She was taking 13 different antipsychotic medications.
Whoa.
Just the two of them. Just Zoloft and Ativan and Benadryl is enough to cause you anxiety, hallucinations, insomnia. You literally will have psychosis alone off of Valium and Ambien. And she was taking 13. They literally could not cure. They tried. They filled this woman. So I'm warming to the possibility that she did this shit. It could just off of the medications and the psychosis.
Yeah, she might have. Yeah, no, okay, copy.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
No, that's Love Pockets. It was the man who did it.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, holy shit.
Right.
Yeah, Bima, does it mention why he came back with the brand name medication when he said that there was only a generic brand?
No.
Did it mention why?
No, do you have that information?
Probably because he cares. What he's saying is he probably cared that much about her that he wanted to get her the real shit. That's what it sounds like to me, right?
After 13 medications, I'd be confused.
I was thinking maybe he could have found it actually after. Like, he might have sent that text and then found it afterwards.
Yeah, it sounds like to me he actually cared enough to not get her the knockoff shit though.
Yeah, and I have another question, Bima. So
yeah, we would have
the time of the murder, do they know the actual time of the murder? Does the court know that, or the prosecutors?
They just have a theory.
It's impossible. It's impossible to know when somebody was exactly killed, brother.
Well, not exactly, but like a window.
Skull. They have a murder, a theory, a murder window.
So they actually test the inside of the liver. For the temperature, body temperature.
Yeah, but it's still a window, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like 2 or 3 hours. I believe
it's not like 8-hour window. It's like an hour or two.
She was taking 3 different antipsychotics in the 2 days before the death.
Fuck no.
She was on Zoloft. She was on Zoloft. Hold on, yeah, she was on Zoloft October, Ativan, Benadryl, Trazodone, and Prozac, all within 2 months, bro. And this is beyond. This is literally malpractice within.
Yeah, that's insane.
You should never be prescribed more than one antipsychotic medication within 3 months. You're not supposed to be given any more than that. She got 4, bro. They failed her miserably.
Yeah, but that's all his alibi. That's his alibi on why he killed his wife and his kids, so he could remarry and.
I think there's a bigger issue at play of the ignorance and the neglect.
I have a question. Y'all weird, bro. Hey, question. I have a question. The mods, they keep muting me when I'm asking the question. Hey, whoever just said that, was she on those medicines before she?
I don't believe so. I don't know, actually. I didn't look that. I looked that up.
Real quick, hold on. Okay. Complaining about the modding in this room gets you put in right away. Back to the conversation between, I guess it was Pockets and being on. Keep going.
I wanted to say she was only prescribed these medicines after the 3rd child. So that's like when she experienced. So I guess she experienced postpartum after the 2nd.
Yeah.
But with physical activity, they said that was pretty much helped with any postpartum she had after the 2nd. But after the 3rd, and then 3 days before and the day of, she had called her like lifelong friend and said that she believed that the prescriptions that she was on were making her have dark thoughts and all that. But it was only after the 3rd child
right. And Cindy put in the chat, she took a Trazodone twice when had bad insomnia, makes you sleep. Yes, Trazodone makes you sleep, but when combined with Ativan, it makes you literally paranoid. But combined with Zoloft, it makes you a zombie, paranoid, and you can't sleep at that point. And then you're on Prozac, which is an antidepressant. You're on Remeron, which is a sleep aid antidepressant. You're on Klonopin, which is an anti-anxiety. And then you're on Seroquel, which is a bipolar treatment. Then you're on December 6th, Valium benzodiazepine, which is an anti-anxiety. You're on I think it's Lamictal, I believe, which has been literally not approved by doctors because it does not help. So she was given 6 different medications in 3 months. No wonder she fucking lost her mind. And it's just, to me, a complete disregard and neglect from the medical community. I think that the husband was looking for the right dose or the right generic brand because you can't just get Zoloft. You have to find a generic version of it. So I'm guessing he saw a pharmacist there. They were able to help him. They find the script. All those meds would not knock you out. All those meds would make you go crazy. That's why you're not supposed to take them.
Yeah, Bima, why is the defense blaming postpartum psychosis?
Why is the defense blaming?
Yeah, the defense is blaming postpartum psychosis.
Well,
to get like a death penalty or like life in prison or something like that.
Right.
Because
why
aren't
they blaming the husband?
Well, Skull, because
this guy must have
like that.
This guy has to have like
guy is like that movie.
He's not on trial, y'all. She is.
Hold on, wait. Skull, he's not. It's her. So
no, but my point is that this guy must be super intelligent to just not have a shred of fucking evidence leading to him, to where the defense won't even bother pointing at him, or even the prosecutors won't even bother taking up a case against him, and it's all going to postpartum psychosis.
But yeah, I mean, they don't have a warrant or an arrest even based off of her. They have to follow that post.
In 2023, if you can pull that off, I don't know who. There was another guy who actually, this is on YouTube. He did an entire scheme to like kill his wife. He ended up killing his wife. I don't know if anyone has seen that. And it took like 7 months for the police to like catch him and stuff. But he did all sorts of like, he got a fake person that she used to talk to or something. He was catfishing her, and he tried to pin the murder on him. And it was like, I don't know if anyone has ever seen that case. But like the length that this guy would have to go to pull this off, throw her out the window, kill the children, and then not one prosecutor take up a case against him, it would be insane.
Yeah, and the body temperature is weird too, but Ativan and Tramadol mixed together lowers your body temperature. So there are ways where, the body temperature stuck with me as a nurse because it shouldn't have been. It's just that timing in her body temp, but the amount of pills she was on, the amount of anxiety she was having. I'm surprised she wasn't hotter, but the the Tramadol and the Ativan could have cooled her down.
But Packets, do you think that because this was January 20th of 2023, is that when she jumped out of the window, I don't know how long she was like.
In which state?
You know what I'm saying? On the ground outside.
Right.
Cold, so like.
In which state?
What?
What state are they in?
What state of the U.S. was it?
Oh gosh, was it Massachusetts?
So Massachusetts in January.
Oh yeah, it's fucking cold. It's fucking cold.
Yeah,
she's feeling colder.
Freezing to death.
So if her body temperature is 84 degrees, if she was laying outside in the freezing cold, doesn't that make sense?
Well, hold on, what was the exact date in the city? And I'll look it up.
It was January 23rd, 2023.
What time?
Oh, this was probably around dinner time. So it was definitely dark out.
9 o'clock? 10 o'clock?
No, like 7.
7 o'clock, January 23rd, 2023?
Yes, sir.
What city?
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
I'm going to Google it and find out the exact temperature. I bet it's in the 40s.
Honestly, the fact that she was probably, I've literally seen mothers nearly strangle their children, shake them to death because they're so exhausted and they don't know what to do and they're losing their minds. I've really watched it happen. My sister had postpartum. We had to keep the kids away from her for a few months. She had to take literally time. It's crazy what it does to them. So the fact that this could have happened. She jumped out the window to take her life because she was just so done. It literally. I'm warming up to the possibility. It just makes more sense from what I've seen with postpartum.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be warming up to the
34 to 36 degrees, Ann.
Yeah, you should be accepting the
we're all warming
possibility
to the
because her own
possibility.
defense accepts the possibility.
The case isn't done.
So how are you warming up?
That was Boston,
because I'm looking up the facts and I'm allowed. That's not right. The fuck? Shout out to
Rich,
Logic,
can you say that again?
Boston, Massachusetts, 7 to 8 p.m. January 23rd, 2023, 34 to 36 degrees.
Not logical.
So let me get
Critical
this straight.
thinking is logical, love. I hear you.
I wasn't following this.
Well, the defense critically thought that
a woman had postpartum psychosis because she was on 9 different fucking psychotic medications. She murdered her babies with an exercise ban, and her husband was out getting food for them for dinner and comes back, and the wife had jumped out the window to try to commit suicide and survived. Now she's on trial.
No prints,
Okay,
no
so
nothing.
so did you say that someone suggested the husband was involved, threw her out the window?
Bima thinks that this is a perfect cover story because she was suicidal and had postpartum depression, that the husband may be the one who is cooking up this whole fucking shit and actually killed his kids.
Yeah.
Because a couple
Hold on.
months
Just one.
because I know I'm trying to give Dr. Jordan.
Well, I could probably speak one thing.
Guys, fucking faggot.
What I'm saying is, nice to see you, is that the internet has sort of taken on this case, and it's normally we typically see cases, and then it's this or that, either they did or didn't do it, but this one is interesting because not only are there's suspicion from, again, mostly the internet, people just watching the trial, but I mean, who's to say, right? Is that there are things adding up about the husband, and so basically there is suspicion. Okay, most not during the trial. Okay, not in the trial. Like the defense isn't trying to say that he did it, but while the defense is going through things, there are things that aren't adding up, right? And then the internet is grasping onto them and putting them together and saying, "Hey, hold on. He said that he, couldn't get this medication, then he came home with it." And there isn't actual evidence of the timeline that could potentially prove the theory of the window theory of when they were murdered. And then also there's things like he blatantly denied saying that he didn't know, and then her psychiatrist testified, no, he absolutely knew because he was in the appointments with her, and just like these things are adding up. So what they're saying,
and sorry, Bima, and all of her appointments were telecommunication. So there was never any like her physically going into a doctor's office. It was only over computer.
Well, what's interesting to me, one is like committing a crime today, you're screwed because of social media, or at least you have to deal with that on top of everything. So that's kind of a deterrent. But I was thinking of the Chris Watts stuff. Did any of you guys see some of those videos of him being questioned? Like, that's freaky. Yes. And what's also, and I don't really have anything of value to add other than to say that he's he may get married again, as you guys said, but, in his case, he definitely had the motivation. He's just truly a psychopath, but he had the motivation because he had a girlfriend that he completely lied to. And did this guy have other kind of the motive or just the circumstance?
Beam is on the phone. I don't support the narrative that he was the one that killed the children. So I guess wait for her to get off the phone.
Apparently he has a new girlfriend or is getting married or something like that.
Apparently he got remarried. This was in 2023. The reason why it's coming up is the hearing is just starting. The trial just started now.
Well, she admitted to it, so she admitted to it.
He got remarried 9 months later.
Wait, Pockets, he admitted to what?
Lindsay admitted to it, to her defense, and now they're trying to blame the medications. I found what someone put in chat. I looked it up. She admitted to it. Yeah, 2 days ago. So it's admitted she's guilty. Now they're going to try to get her a less sentence and blame it on the use of drugs or whatever. So, it's just, to me, this happens a lot, man. And doctors don't give a damn what they're doing to someone's mind. So I hope she gets the help she needs. I don't know if she ever will. That's traumatic, bro. I think she may just stay in there and enjoy it. Honestly, I wouldn't want to get it.
Yeah, this case should be about postpartum depression and postpartum psychosis and the effects that it has. And it should be a case that highlights the importance of doing more research into this,
absolutely
problem, right? But, it's getting diluted. It's getting a whole chain of, did the husband do it? And it's like women are doing that. Women are the number one group on TikTok advocating for the possibility that the man did it, right? When, it takes away from the actual problem here. The problem is that she did not properly get the help that she needed. And she was put on unreasonable medications all at once for not helping her problem, not helping her psychosis.
But
I heard the conspiracy of the husband before I actually found the case. I was like, what the fuck? So I came into the case thinking he did it.
Is it fair to say that yes, it could be postpartum depression, but could it simply be, and it could also be drug-induced psychosis, or could be other psychosis. But my question is, could it simply be that some mothers, I could imagine, I don't have kids, but having a lot of kids, I could imagine that could put me over the edge.
Right.
So, what are the chances that someone just fucking...
Shout out to the motherfucking strong power!
What's crazy about that, with postpartum, the third trimester is a little too late to be prescribed medications for postpartum. It's supposed to be tested like 2-3 days, after giving birth. The fact that she was being diagnosed in her third trimester is very strange to me. I think that it put her in a very dangerous spot. All the hormones and chemicals in her body that she's providing for the baby, and then trying to keep herself sane, and then giving her all these meds right after she releases all those endorphins and those hormones. Shit, I can't even imagine. 13 medications in 3 months is insane. So that to me is just a complete malpractice. The psychiatrist on stand didn't even remember the notes that she took, and was speaking wasn't even representing her correctly, and was saying, oh yeah, she told me she wanted to kill herself, but I thought she'd be okay. What the fuck kind of psychiatrist are you?
Wait,
to where you hear someone
she had like a psychiatrist, and there was 2 women. There was was one a therapist, or because there was 2 women that treated her.
Yeah.
From 2 yeah.
And they both let her go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was definitely drug induced, 100% psychosis with the postpartum. I'm happy she admitted it. I'm sure that guilt was eating her up. That was probably going to kill her. If she wasn't going to get the death penalty, that guilt would have killed her. So I'm proud of her for admitting it, and at least addressing like, hey man, I lost my mind and I got to pay for what I did. But can we address what the fuck happened to me for a second? Just to get that on the books. I don't care if I go to prison for life, but this is...
Dude,
yeah, I don't think she was evil like Chris Watts, but like she did kill her children for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. And TikTok is full of the conspiracies. No one's talking about women's health. They're talking about the man being the killer. The real problem is women's health care not being studied enough, and the mind not being looked after because it's so fragile. And doctors want to treat it like it's a little lab experiments. But no, all the women out there are like, we're going to get them. The patriarchy. This is what they do. And they blame women. And they have that labor song in the background that's all over tin. It's just, it's a complete... embarrassing, really. They should be talking about what they did to her with the medications and how wrongly they treated her, not the husband. But that's feminist for it. You know what I mean? They want to do the slut walk, but they don't care about healthcare. That's me.
So sad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we're done with that segment.
It was a good segment. I gotta say, I was fascinated hearing it, because I don't really follow these type of storylines. They come across my news feed. I brush past them. I just don't have the stomach for it.
Peter.
Is he gonna sing "Hit 'Em Up"?
I had suggested "We Are the World," USA for Africa. However, it is 7 minutes long, so it would be just to hear him croon "Or the World" would be fantastic.
Beaver's really good at finding talent.
You hear about Joe Felice, Anne? Fucking insane.
No, remind me.
The dude that was helping that young kid make gasoline out of plastics. Huge conspiracy theorist guy. He was into renewable energy, really trying to like wake people up to how they can, farm for themselves, take for themselves. And he went on live, I think, with that kid who makes gas out of plastic. And they said, if the government comes after us, if we die, I didn't kill myself. It was the government. And he died last week. And his girlfriend like pulled an Erica Kirk and like went on his Instagram and was like, I just want to let y'all know that Joe died and I'm gonna be taking over. So if you have any questions, we're not answering any right now. Just like made a cute, little video and is now like running his page.
Yeah, that guy was a fucking schizo.
Most geniuses are schizo. Elon Musk is damn near autistic. He needs a gene.
Yeah, but that guy who's doing like the plastic gas shit, like they didn't invent anything enough for like the CIA to kill them or something like that. Like you could have always done that, and it's not even fucking practical. No one's even gonna really put in the work to do that anyways.
Oh yeah, just like no one thought of data centers to run AI and no one.
The point is people saying the governments are trying to kill these types of people because they've discovered some fucking new form of like energy or something, and it's like no.
I mean, look at Tesla. Look at all these inventors that were literally went missing with their. This happens all the time. I don't know what's going on. To be honest,
it wouldn't be the government. It would be mega corporations.
Right, like Chevron or some. Right, definitely. But yeah, learning how to make gas with plastic is a pretty big fucking deal. So considering oil and gas is like literally what we survive on.
Yeah, but he didn't invent that, and he was teaching it, and he had like the machinery in his like backyard or something like that. But the practicality of every individual just switching over, like, hey, Beaver, when are you gonna build your fucking plastic to gas fucking contraption in your backyard? Probably not. You're probably just gonna use your normal fucking city's electricity, right? And or go to the gas station.
I mean, they tried to kill Elon for his reusable rockets. He spoke about that. He was like, they were out.
Bro, how many bottles of water do you drink a day? Skull.
Wait, what?
How many bottles of water do you drink a day?
I get my water from the lake. So
from the lake? She got a well?
No. I get it from like the pipes to my house, but it comes from a lake.
Oh, I love that. Parasites. You're gonna need a colonoscopy soon.
You don't think
where do you get your water?
That would be like a good source, like a good. You don't believe in that type of renewable energy, or
wait, going to the lake myself, like
well, the whole idea of plastic into, being able to use that in your cars.
I do believe there's easier ways to get energy, drink water, and all this stuff. But I'm saying the average citizen, if you were given the choice to, if someone told me, go to the lake with a fucking giant bucket and get your water and do all this extra shit, yeah, I'm just gonna turn on my fucking tap. I'm not building a contraption to build a fucking gas, plastic to gas in my backyard. I'm just gonna go to the gas station. Yeah. And so is everyone in this fucking room.
Yeah, so I mean, some states don't even have that right now. So yeah, they really do have to go to a gas station because their waters are coming out brown and disgusting in their cities. So it's gonna get to that point.
That's like asking me, like, hey, do you want to start sending letters to each other, communicating via text by pigeon, or we're just gonna use an iPhone? Yeah, we're just gonna use an iPhone.
I mean,
even though it's more healthy and more to nature to use a pigeon and all this shit. Fuck that. I'm gonna use iMessage.
But the iPhone works. The water doesn't work. You're making two, comparisons that don't work. And the situation with the water doesn't work anymore. The iPhone still works, so you can use it, but the water doesn't work, so they gotta go to the store. If the iPhone broke down, we're gonna have to use pigeons, but it still works. So that doesn't.
No, but my whole point in this is that no one's trying to kill somebody because they're doing some sort of experiment in harvesting energy from the fucking ether in their backyard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because all those experiments have been done, right? They're not inventing anything new. The point is that everybody knows that the average citizen is not gonna go to the length to get their own energy. You're just not gonna do it. You're not gonna put in all that work.
I would highly suggest looking up like Stanley Mayer, Tom O, like Ethan Malov, Todd Gestine. They were all inventors. Sylvester Roger, Willie Nelson, amazing inventors that were trying to teach us how to use renewable energy to not rely on the government, mysteriously disappeared. It's just, to me, I don't believe in coincidences, to be honest. So I highly believe that they're slaughtering people. Assassinations are.
Yeah, but Pockets, you're missing what he's talking about. He's saying that 50 people in the United States are going to go and build these contraptions to like take plastic, turn it into gasoline.
Yeah.
He's not giving out like cars that just run on fucking air and like generators for your house that just run on oxygen. It's not like he's coming out with that. Like that guy might get killed, or the guy that comes up here for cancer or diabetes. Those people, we can make an argument for them being killed. But his point is like, you have to go and build this entire fucking contraption that you have to be like a fucking engineer to build, and then you have to spend like all this time and resources to do this just to get like, fucking like 1,000 pounds of fucking plastic to get like 2 gallons of gas. That 99.9999% of the people are just going to go up to the fucking gas pump and get gas. Like they're not going to kill some dude like that. If you're like, oh, he actually had a cure for diabetes or cancer, then maybe we can make that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Colin.
Yeah. I got you guys. I mean, whatever the case may be, it's a pretty big thing. He's the only one that knows how to do it. He literally has a patent for it. It's called plastiline. He's 22 years old. The only person that knows how to do it. No one's doing this. He's the only one. So I get it.
I doubt he's the only person in the world that knows how to do it.
Oh, okay. All right, you can look it up. That's fine.
So I think it's a perspective thing. A lot of obviously it was early in the stages. Both of the guys, Julian and the other guy, I only heard about Julian. I think his name is Julian, the guy with the dreads who's from Georgia, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was early in the stages. So for the guy that did die, the other guy who I think he might have died, I think it could be a bunch of rage bait. I'm not gonna lie, but if it was to happen, I think nowadays, with the transparency, now that we're more transparent with how shit actually goes on behind closed doors, I think if something was to happen like that, it would be now. Now would probably be the best time.
So Pockets, I just looked it up. The actual technology to reverse plastic back into petroleum or gasoline was invented in the 1950s.
Yes.
Maybe this guy's like 110 years old.
Yeah, but was it used proficiently and actually worked? Because I'm seeing only Julian Brown is the only one who's actually been doing it correctly and got it done. The tools he's using, yes, were invented.
Yeah, but is he using like a bucket and a hose, or is he like building some elaborate contraption?
He literally has a laboratory.
Yeah, that was the point the other guy was making. Like,
yeah, he has an entire machine in his backyard.
Like, you can maybe make the argument like in somewhere in like some despot, country in Africa where like they just have a bunch of plastic, but they have like no gas, and gas is like $30 a gallon. Maybe those people are going to start doing it,
right?
But you and I are just going to go to fucking BP and just get some.
Okay, it's amazing that we believe people get assassinated over their political beliefs, but not over their inventions. But I get it.
He didn't invent
a stupid invention that takes like an entire laboratory to do.
A stupid invention.
Like I said, he's not giving away. Listen, he's not selling generators for $1,000. Like I said, that run on fucking oxygen. If he was doing that, I'd be with you. I'd be like, yeah, they'd probably fucking kill that guy. Like a generator that powers your entire house on oxygen, and he invented a new car that runs on oxygen. Like there's guys that have invented those type of things that runs on fucking air, and maybe they killed those guys.
So I don't think you understand how dope this is, but all right.
Yeah, I agree.
Build like a refinery in your backyard.
No, I'll tell you why it's dope.
Julian is not because
I know why it's dope. You don't gotta talk
it's
about it.
No. It's dope. It's because it's some black kid with dreads who dresses up in a suit and has an entire contraption.
You're showing yourself.
And has a contraption in his backyard. So TikTok went crazy.
It has nothing to do with him being black.
Look at this kid who built a fucking plastic to gas contraption in his backyard. That's the only reason.
And so what, Elon Musk is some white South African who built a computer and sold maps and then built a reusable rocket?
No, I'm telling you why the
what does his race have to do? He's the first one to expose
it is wild that the most wealthy person on earth is an African American.
Yes, South African. So, yeah, it's fine.
No, he's an African American. He's from the continent of Africa.
He's actually not.
He's from South Africa.
He is African, yeah.
South Africa.
No, he is not.
He's from
South
Africa.
Not. No, he is not.
From South Africa.
He is not African American.
Where was Elon Musk?
He was born in Africa.
He was born in Africa, right?
American.
In Africa.
He's
and he lives in America.
American.
Yes, in the continent of Africa, right?
He's not a black American.
No, no one said that. We just said he's African American.
No,
He's definitely African American.
yeah, he's from the continent of Africa. He lives in the United States.
I don't think anyone said he was black.
What
Did you guys say
do
he was
you
black?
call a Nigerian guy when he immigrates to the United States and gets nationalized?
Yeah, but
He's an African American.
the people from Africa, they don't say American. They say where they're from. Like if you're Nigerian, they say I'm Nigerian. They don't put the American next.
So he's from the continent of Africa and he's American.
Africa.
But
He's from the continent of Africa and he's an American citizen, so he's African American. The richest man in the world is an African American.
Have we been doing this for decades? I don't know why.
The white African.
No, he's an African American.
Yeah, I don't understand the confusion. I mean, it's just he was born there.
She doesn't like it that the richest African American in the world is a white guy. I mean, it says it with her name, Black Girl.
I mean, honestly, the dude built a computer out of like nothing.
Me, okay? You don't speak for me, Rich. So sit and
I'm not. I'm speaking to you.
I'm not gonna lie. Elon Musk is.
Or I'm
cool.
actually speaking at you and down to you.
His story is pretty cool, man. Elon Musk, it was dope.
Joe, did you watch the? So you watched the Candace Owen? The parts I saw.
She got decimated.
Yeah.
Well, the parts I saw, she made him look stupid. But I only saw a few clips, so I didn't.
By not answering anything.
She asked him what the charges were, and he's like, "Yeah, I know what they are." And then he couldn't name one, and she named all 7. And then he accused her of cheating. Someone's like, "Someone texted you," and then he handed his phone over to that PBD guy, and then he's like, "Nope."
Who was she debating, Beaver?
Andrew Wilson.
Andrew Wilson.
Yeah, so I watched the entire, well, I guess half of it. I watched half of it. And my take on it was she got absolutely crushed. But you have to understand some of the facts of the case. Look, here's one right here. Candace Owens demand a fact check regarding what Tyler Robinson had said in regards to Lance Twiggs. He texted Lance Twiggs, "You're going to see me on the footage." And then Candace was like, "Oh, I don't even remember that." And she asked for a fact check, and then they read the text right there. I don't know.
What was she trying to prove, Joe? My bad, I missed it.
So Candace Owens, for the last, about 10 months, has largely been saying that the alleged murder of Charlie Kirk is either a T or not the murderer. She's spun so many narratives, it'd be hard to
keep track.
Yeah, for me to list them all off here. I mean, her best working theory is that it was his microphone that he was wearing that exploded and killed him.
That would make sense, because the fragments that they talked about in court, but they couldn't find many, so that would make sense.
Wouldn't make
I think
sense because there'd be smoke with an explosion. There was no smoke. The way I think about the debate, I love Andrew Wilson, but I think he shouldn't have done it because technically he won, but to her fans and to all the schizos out there, she won. And she has the benefit of this weird kind of conniving charisma that she has where she's very snippy. She knows exactly what to say. She's almost like psychotic in the way she can lie. And it just, I don't know. I don't think he should have paid $300K to debate her.
What?
I think there would have been better people to debate to lay this case to rest. But at the end of the day, he did crush her. He did, but it's not going to look like that in the overall perception of the public.
She's a human flip-flop.
So Beaver, are you aware that there's an app called Calculator Pro that when you receive SMS messages, it actually puts it into a fake calculator, and then you have to put in a passcode to actually enter into that calculator, and that's where your messages actually go. So she could, and being a public person like this, and the ideal of losing her phone and then somebody getting into her messages, she may have something like that. A lot of people have.
Your WhatsApp does it.
Yep.
But yeah,
But she's the biggest
Andrew Wilson did pay
world.
$300K to debate her.
Yeah, she's a human flip-flop. I don't know why anyone would debate her. She's hated Trump, hated Israel, loved Israel within a span of a year.
She used to dox conservatives. That's when she started.
She's a flip-flopper. I don't even think she knows what she believes.
I just would be the right word.
Yeah.
This might be beside the point, but does anyone else think that Erica Kirk is sketchy?
Nope.
No?
No, I don't think so either.
I think she acted kind of. I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to act, or I don't know how I would act. Just from what I've seen in my life, she kind of acted a little strangely, but I don't know if I could judge her on that.
Hey, Sam, God forbid, but when you marry a man who is running $100 million organization in the most popular conservative movement amongst youth in the world, and he dies in an assassination, try to put yourself in that shoe and see how you would act. People are like, oh, she took over the organization. That's sketchy. What the fuck do you expect the wife to do? Like,
yeah, but Skull, you could also make the argument that a girl who was applying to work at Turning Point, who was there for an interview, got seen by him, was told that they weren't her because he wanted to do her, might have been because she also seen how much he was worth it. Like, I mean, that might be sketchy.
She was on a reality TV.
Anytime a guy's worth $100 million, you should just, like, if you're a public figure and people know who you are, you should just expect that there's a very high likelihood that this person's marrying you for the money and power and your status and clout and shit. And they probably, they might like you. She might care about him. She might have had feelings for him. She might have been in love with him. But also, I mean, that plays a huge factor.
Yeah, money plays a huge factor, but I just don't think that Erica Kirk plotted with Israel to kill her husband.
No, I agree with that.
You're free to think that, but
no, I don't agree with. Yeah,
even if she was a gold digger or whatever.
I don't think that, and I get what you're saying, and yeah, I've never. And will never be in that position, obviously. But just some of the things that I've watched, just her behavior was unsettling or something.
You know what's weird? I've always said that her eyes are very icy. She has those icy eyes. So whenever she looks in front of a camera, she looks very weird, right? It's not even just normal blue eyes. There's these I don't even know, aqua.
It looks but she's wicked looking.
Yeah, it looks scary as hell.
But she's Syrian, so that explains a little bit. I have a question about Carolyn Levitt. What's the reasoning behind her departure? I've been out of the news.
She's probably ready for the money, I guess. They don't really last that long, do they?
Right, it's such a high stress job.
Wouldn't it be awesome if Alex Jones was the press secretary?
I feel like I'm living in an alternate universe, to see Alex Jones call for the impeachment of Trump.
No, the fucking weird one is saying that the voice of reason on January 6th was Alex Jones screaming, "Don't go in there! Don't go in there! You're gonna get arrested!"
So
that was the funniest shit ever.
Don't get too caught up about these. What are we going to call them? I mean, I guess modern times they call them influencers, but talk show hosts, talking heads. They're battling for audience share. The reason why, I'll give an example. The reason why Andrew Wilson paid $300,000 to Candace Owens for the debate was for him to open up to a larger audience. That's why she demanded it, because she has more clout than he does to a wider base of listeners. The reason why there is a strife between Erica Kirk and Candace Owens is because they compete over the same audience space. Like it or not, Candace sees very easily that CP they will shift more towards an audience group that will be more female, because it'll be natural. Look, over time, young men are not going to follow Erica Kirk like they did Charlie Kirk. They've already started rolling out, TPSA has already started rolling out women type of events that are for women empowerment. You can see the shift occurring, that Erica Kirk will be competing over the audience base of young females. And that's the same audience base that Candace Owens, tries to go after.
Wait, Joe, do you see the irony?
What's that?
You said don't listen. We shouldn't listen to everything the babbling talking heads are saying on these social media things, and then immediately afterwards you give your position as a moderator.
Yeah, but I'm not making any money on this, and I'm not battling for an audience either.
You might be getting paid by Masada.
I cannot confirm or deny. I cannot confirm or deny if I'm being paid by Mossad.
Yeah, Ray thinks everybody works for the CIA or Mossad.
But right. I get the irony. Irony point taken. Well said, Rich. But yeah, look, that's my opinion on it. The reason Alex Jones is calling for the impeachment of Donald Trump is largely due to going with the flow of his audience.
He held on as long as he could.
Really did. I mean, even in the face of it, he was still against bad-mouthing Trump. But then he kept having Nick Fuentes. A lot of them see the next, listeners are going to be the Generation Z demographic. And you're seeing a lot of these quote unquote influencers that we got to know over the last 10, 20, in the case of Alex Jones, 30 years. And you can see them shifting who they're trying to attract for the next decade. I mean, imagine if you had to live your entire life commanding listeners to listen to you for money, to have a living. I mean, they're not all in it for a cause. It's a business.
So Andrew Wilson, and I know that obviously you've known his podcast or his shtick for quite some time, Joe, but is there a reason why he's gone so viral as of late? Is there a specific
whatever podcast?
Yeah.
The Crucible.
The Whatever podcast made him popular. His YouTube channel is The Crucible, and he's talked about this before. He started The Crucible to utterly destroy the left and all of their talking points, and he largely sees Candace Owens as perpetuating leftist narratives, right? So,
and another thing that plays a factor in his prominence, I guess, is that he's an Orthodox Christian, and they call them the Ortho Bros. They tend to be more aggressive in their debates rather than maybe a Michael Knowles or a Matt Walsh or something like that. They tend to swear, smoke, do all this type of shit that, that's not Christian or whatever. So they get popular because they're more brazen in their debates.
Does anyone else watch Andrew Wilson, or am I the only one? I think he's one of the best debaters online.
Master debater.
I watched a little bit of it.
Well, and I know that he had met with, he went to, or him and his wife went to, I guess he was doing some debate classes for people that are members of Turning Point or something like that. And it was, I know a week before his interview with Candace. And so maybe it's more so, and him paying $300,000 to Candace to do the debate is, I think to try and steal more of her audience will listen to him and his, his shtick rather than Candace's dogma.
His argument was basically like being suspicious isn't evidence.
Pretty much, and just the fact that she failed to back up not even one of her claims during the entire debate. She couldn't prove anything.
Yeah, I'll be honest, she really is making quite the fool of herself, and then it was on grand display, I believe, in that debate. But I do think that she truly believes with her whole heart that what she's doing is the right thing, which is wild.
I just think she saw a friend that she used to go on tour and on road with like every day. She saw his fucking neck get blown out by a fucking bullet and blood pouring down his fucking chest, and she went into some sort of like psychosis or something.
Does anyone watch or listen in to Candace Owens?
I do. Yes, I do.
Claims a lot.
What?
We'll have to talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Jews.
Well, it's pretty weird because, she's built her career off telling blacks to stop blaming whitey, which, I agree with her, only to start blaming Mr. Jew for everything. So it's like she kind of completely contradicted herself in this new career path of hers.
A lot of the rumors is that there's a lot of foreign money involved in some of these talking heads to push narratives in mainstream.
Get to a certain level seems to be the conclusion.
Doesn't really make sense because she's married into like very rich family. Her husband, he's apparently like a lord or whatever in Britain, and his family's worth over $100 million. So I don't know if she's really doing it for money. I think she's actually like kind of going crazy or whatever.
She just peeked behind the curtain, got way up there, and started to see who owns what, who does what, who's the movers and shakers, and it seems to be a conclusion for a lot of people that's not scared to say it.
Yeah, I think the only reason why she accepted the $300K isn't because she needed it. It was just a way to kind of test whether Andrew would do it, and if he even has it, as a last-ditch effort to not do the debate, because she probably didn't think that he would actually be sending the $300K.
So we got to clear something up. A family that she married into being worth through assets $100 million does not necessarily mean she doesn't need money. I mean, I guess that's why you're raising that point to be relevant.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. The family technically doesn't mean it's his money, but apparently he's pretty wealthy. He's one of the guys who jump-started the what was that Parler app? Remember when all these apps were coming out because of Twitter was banning everybody? There's about like $54 million raised or something like that. The point I was trying to make is that the person she married is wealthy. at least enough for her not to be, prostituting narratives for foreign states on the internet.
I don't know. You have a. I think it's definitely a possibility that she's taking Qatar money to be able to push narratives. I don't see. They live a lifestyle. They got to keep that lifestyle up. It means they got to keep bringing in the bacon. She has lots of lawsuits she's facing right now. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility she's raising funds for defense.
Oh yeah, the Macrons are suing her, right?
It's still out there.
What about Tucker Carlson? And now Sean Ryan is speaking out against Trump. And did anyone see the interview with Tucker and Sean Ryan? No. So Sean Ryan has turned on Trump too now.
Yeah, Tucker's just a grifter. Like, he does this stupid thing where it's like, oh my gosh, if I would have known when I was promoting the Iraqi war, I would have never done it. If they were lying, I would have never done it. Like, he does this stupid shit. It's like, dude, like, you were part of the media promotion of the Iraqi war. Like, you were part of all of that shit. And now you want to just pretend that, oh, why did we go into the Middle East? Someone would have just told me. Like, come on, man. Fucking con artist.
Like Trump wasn't clearly pro-Israel. I mean, what he did in the first term with the Abraham Accords, what he's continued to do, taking Adelson money. I mean, Tucker Carlson saw it. Look, the rumor is, I don't know, this is just the rumor, is that it's largely kabuki theater, and the right is looking to split the left with the rise of the DSA. These moderate Democrats are going to have a place to go to, and you could see this. What did Tucker call it? The American Party or something like that. He's starting a third party now. Possibly Tulsi Gabbard is the rumor will be their choice candidate, and to offer an alternative path for the Democrats that will be leaving the party with the rise of the DSA.
Joe, what do you think about AOC trying to disassociate herself from woke one?
I think they're just trying to moderate themselves. But some of these ones, like Viet Cong coming up, she lost her primary. However, they're a little too rough around the edges for the DSA that have made it, and they want them to tone the rhetoric down. So, distancing from woke one, and now they're ushering in what would be considered woke 2.0. But some of the people down the ladder haven't gotten the memo that you just can't come off so radical. So you'll see a lot of them get the memo, and they'll try and sell themselves as this moderate that is just promising utopia. We're just promising social services. Yeah, we already have socialism because we're promising social services, because they don't want them to be so blunt about their
like the trannies at the White House. They don't want that anymore. They're trying to disassociate from that.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't work largely, and they know it's egg on their face, right?
Yeah, it's just funny seeing people buy that, right? The left buy that. She's more moderate, so it's time to take a more moderate tone, and now all of a sudden they're okay with that.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what they're trying to figure out. What they're threading a needle, because they got such radical, rabid supporters in their base that they have to be able to do enough to hold their base so they can win primaries and not come off so radical so they can win general elections. That's ultimately what it is.
I agree.
Hi guys, John here. The topic of your clubhouse caught my attention. The Lindsay Clancy trial. I was following the trial, not very up to date. I was hoping to get some more updates from you guys. What do you think is going to happen? Is she ending up in jail or in psychiatry facility? Or what do you think happens to the psychiatrist?
She's going to be shopping at your local Walmart within 5 years.
The Lindsay?
Yeah, it's going to be
Oh my
all
goodness.
psychosis and whatnot. She's going to be put in a mental hospital or whatever, and then she'll be out.
Oh my goodness, that's horrible.
I'm not saying that that's actually happening. That's just my opinion.
I know. If that happens, that would be a horrible outcome. Yeah, but there's also a chance of big pharma companies to get involved because of the suicidality and how the antidepressant medications are messing up with people's mind. Yeah. By the way, the psychiatrist, I'm not sure if you guys watched the psychiatry examination by the defendant lawyer. She was so lame and so clumsy, which was asked what was happening. It was like she couldn't remember, she was not prepared. Do you think that was like based on an advice she received from her own lawyer that if you behave like that, maybe people like you, or she was basically a clumsy psychiatrist?
Well, I mean, if you're the psychiatrist of a patient who murdered their 3 children, you're probably going to want to tread lightly in court in what you say. Because every communication that you've had patient, something was said could potentially, used against you. Maybe not criminally, but you could be found you could be sued or something like that for giving bad advice or something like that, or not helping properly.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. But what do you guys think? I mean, your own opinion. Is Lindsay like a lunatic who was trying to get attention? She was not given enough attention and gone mad and killed kids? Or was it a true psychosis? Or I don't know, what is the vibe?
John, you missed the poll we had earlier. We've taken it down now. The room voted that she was guilty and she needed to be hung to death.
Oh gosh. Oh, all right. Okay.
Wrote that. Yeah.
So what was the margin? I mean, what percentage of voters voted for that sentence?
All right. I have a question. I've been trying to follow. All right. So she was found guilty. Is that where we are now?
I don't think she's been found guilty yet. I think it's still in trial.
Oh, okay.
But according to the President Trump house, we've held her trial here, and we found her guilty. So just to clarify.
Okay. So following the case, and yeah. I mean, I noticed a lot of women online are pro Lindsay Clancy. From what the facts I'm reading, it sounds like she killed her children. It sounds like she reached a breaking point and she snapped. But what is it? So what is it that women are seeing? They're saying that it was actually the husband that did it? Because I'm seeing a lot of women online saying that the husband is actually the one who killed the kids and not her.
Yeah, they're trying to be Sherlock Holmes and try to like dissect the whole case, and they're basically saying, oh, well, he brought her the wrong medicine when he said he was going to bring her this medicine, so that means he killed her. He cheated on her, so that means he killed the children. Or he married 9 months later, so that means he killed the children. Like little weird like factoids and stuff that they're picking out where they're trying to just basically blame everything on him. It's I don't know, it's just retarded.
But actually, Lindsay herself never denied that she killed children.
Right, she
That's another
admitted
point.
to killing them.
Yeah, she admitted to that. But yeah, the whole debate is she criminally culpable? Could she be found responsible for what she did? Or when she was doing that crime, she was not sane. So apparently, and mental health defense. But I mean, who does that? I don't know. How women in general feel about this kind of crimes. I mean, if you could tell, personally, as a man, I have a mixed feeling about this woman, her reactions, and the first thing she said to police officers that when they managed to talk to her in hospital was, "Do I need a lawyer?" And they were arguing that somebody who starts talking and tries to find a lawyer is well enough or sane enough to understand what is right and wrong and is trying to keep herself safe or understands what has happened. And then the question is, what kind of psychosis was that it happened right before the crime, and then she ended up in hospital, and when she started talking, I assume in a couple of days, she was not psychotic anymore. Was it like a ultra short kind of psychosis? And yeah, that's a little bit tricky, I guess.
And great questions by both John and Vel. Look, we've had the title up a while. It's a little stale, but we'd love to keep talking about it. I just want to catch you up where we're kind of at in the room. The room overwhelmingly supported the idea that the psychology of all the women online, to answer Vel's question, largely is due to feminism, that you're dealing with a lot of women that support killing their children in their womb, and that this has led to this idea that it's a rallying cry around Lindsay, and that's kind of where the room overwhelmingly got to in this conversation. It's a sad story, I gotta tell you.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I don't think her case is so. I think it's cut and dry. I think she killed the children, but I think he pushed her to that limit. And I know this. I have been seeing women who have been with men who has psychologically pushed them to limits. I saw the video of her with the children, and he kind of just stood back. You know, that's a part of the psychological abuse that a lot of husbands start doing in the marriage when they're disassociating and they're mentally checking out, is they would then put the burden on the woman to basically keep the household afloat by herself. Being that this woman was already on medications, he knew that. He knew that that was her weak spot. Her weak spot is that she's not fully capable mentally to handle that type of workload on her own. But yet he did it, you know. But in the case of murder, you know, we still have to look at murder as murder, though. Despite what another adult human, let's say, is psychologically pushing you to do, it doesn't give you the right to take the lives of innocent children. So reading this case and me actually knowing what happens in a lot of divorces, I know for a fact he pushed her to the edge. I know he did.
How do you know that for a fact? Where's your evidence that he psychologically
Because
pushed her to the edge?
because I'm looking at the timeline of how quickly he moved on. I'm looking at his interactions with his children when he was with her. You could just tell that he's mentally checked out. Like, he's not in that marriage.
Moving on quickly is not evidence. Some people move on in different ways, and then
hold on.
Let me finish my thought. No, it's not evidence. Let me finish my thought. Hold on. Let me finish my thought.
Yeah.
Some people find other people in times of tragedy, right? They might find it in a relationship. They might find it in by buying a new dog. They might find it through anything, right? The fact that he got in a relationship 9 months later does not prove that he was psychologically tormenting his wife to the point in the degree that she would kill her children.
I'm gonna tell you why.
That is retarded. You're going with that?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll tell you why. A lot of divorced women would tell you who you marry is not who you divorce. A lot of divorced men don't just walk away clean. They don't. It's not, and I could tell that's not what was happening between them. They had issues, and they've been having issues. He did not just walk away clean. And even if, let's say he did, Skull, you don't think that mentally will fuck with a woman? That she now has to do it on her own on top of being mentally unregulated?
Oh my God, I had to kill these children on my own.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Where were you when I was killing the children?
No, I'm not. Listen.
Myself.
Well, I already established that. I established that in the case of murder, she still, to me, it still points that she did something. I never said that she's not guilty of murder.
No, but here's the thing.
But I do understand why women are trying to rally around her. Because men, I don't think you guys know what y'all do. A lot of men play a lot of psychological mind games. And like I said, from the videos of what it shows, he was mentally checking out.
See, Joe, it goes from he murdered her to now he psychologically
you guys don't want to
made her
label
murder them.
mentally checking out as psychological abuse, but it is.
Pushing the goalpost. This is so typical.
I'm not pushing the goalpost. What I'm doing is building a timeline. And how do we get to that point?
Though, aren't you kind of helping lay the narrative for the woman not to take self-accountability for her own actions? Like, isn't this very typical?
Yeah. I mean, that's fine.
Exactly.
What you're saying is
could
women
feel that
are
way.
retarded children.
And still say that she's guilty.
That's basically what you're saying.
The reason that I think we're so surprised by this, or some of us, this commentary, is because the question isn't whether or not she killed them. She definitely killed them. The commentary was about the postpartum depression and the impact that had.
Right.
But to jump, and maybe I missed something, and I don't mean to be too critical of your narrative here, but it seems like you've kind of jumped on this guy, and I didn't read about I didn't read that he had checked out, and maybe he
there's a video circling around of them on a vacation together, and he's standing way on the other side of the venue, and she's struggling with the carriages and the two small children by herself.
That is so fucking
I'm sorry.
retarded.
Like, listen,
hold on,
wait a minute.
Smash my head in my fucking TV right now.
Skull.
Are you fucking stupid?
Skull, I'm not. Listen,
if I had to go to the counter,
you let me finish?
to the receptionist to buy something,
shut your mic, mute your mic,
and my
let me
wife
fucking
had to
finish.
take care of the 3 kids for 2 seconds.
Men like you'll be the reason why a bitch kill a kid. Because a nigga like you, would make a bitch want to kill you. Because you won't shut up. You won't shut up. You're like a mosquito. Be quiet. Shut the fuck up. So what's wrong with you niggas? Talk too goddamn much. Okay? Now, let's get back to it, DJ. Look at somebody like Skull. You don't think a bitch would want to kill herself dealing with some nigga like that? You don't think so? Like, I don't think a lot of y'all men know that y'all really not easy people to be around. You make somebody want to commit suicide because you niggas are just weird. So you can't tell me that weird ass nigga didn't purposely sabotage his marriage and made her go crazy. She already was on medication.
We need a clarifying question. I got a clarifying question. So are you saying that that it's justifiable to kill your children based upon
No, that's not. I never said it was justified. What I said was her lawyer is making a good point that postpartum depression, it should be considered in the sentencing for her, right? Because when you guys look at the mental health of people, a lot of times when people kill people and they have a breaking point, you got to take in consideration the mental health part aspect of it. And I know it sounds insensitive because
you're taking away
we're talking about three. Look, he can't help it. This fucking weird ass nigga can't help it. Any bitch that end up with your ass gonna be miserable.
Do you care about
any
postpartum
bitch that's gonna
depression?
end up with your ass?
Do you care about postpartum depression?
She probably gonna abort the baby before she can kill it.
Do you care about postpartum depression?
God damn.
Do you advocate for more research going into postpartum depression?
Don't replicate yourself on this planet.
If so, then stop blaming the fucking man.
Please.
And advocate for more research.
Can I finish? I want to
for women to get help.
Can I finish
with
my
postpartum
statement?
psychosis.
You've been in here longer than I've been in here, and you just been yapping, muted.
Women do this to themselves. It's crazy.
And you still won't stop because you got bitch tendencies. Stop doing that.
And you have a tendency to be fucking retarded.
But I just hope the room can see why women end up wanting to shoot themselves, get themselves out of here. Like look at the shit that men be doing.
Well,
this nigga can't even mute. Can't even mute.
May I ask your question? Well, look, just imagine we accept your theory that this man has contributed to her deterioration of mental health.
Yes, yeah.
So she was in postpartum depression. The guy checked out, was not emotionally available, was not supportive. And she deteriorated in her mood and became psychotic and ended up killing kids.
And so financial, you gotta remember the financial part, John. That's also what happens when men leave. They didn't take away the financial aspect.
All right. So legally, how would we be able to say that? Okay, whatever we're gonna sentence, whichever sentence we're gonna give her, we have to give something to the ex-husband as well because she was contributing to her depression. I mean, legally, you can count. What did that sound? Oh, you can count in whatever it was doing as contributing factor to her mental health, but you cannot find him legally culpable for what she did. Do you know what I'm saying?
I would agree so. I think that more men in divorce should be held accountable for their actions because they're not.
There is a venue for that if she's found responsible. So the mental health defense is ruled out and they say, okay, you're not mentally unwell enough to be able to given some sort of verdict based on mental health. So you're completely responsible. And then she could sue him, the ex-husband, for mistreatment and pushing her off the cliff. I think that would be a good starting point.
Yeah, but John, we're still waiting for Vel to provide any evidence that he was psychologically tormenting her to the
see, that's the problem, Skull.
Yeah. Other than a picture of them on vacation.
It was not a video.
A video.
So
yeah. And you haven't seen the video. So look, listen.
We'll
send the video. Put the video in the chat.
You should go find it.
Yeah. Put the video up. So what do you search
I'll
for?
find the video.
Just look up.
Yeah.
If you go on Threads, just look up Lindsay Clancy. Like it's literally like all over the place.
Yeah, I'll find it.
But what I'm saying is that here's the problem.
You need to be able to
bro?
sound. Oh yeah, go.
Hold on, wait a minute. The problem with psychological abuse is hard to prove, right?
So why are you blaming him?
Narcissism, no, bro.
So why you just said it's hard to prove? So why are you blaming him?
Can you chill?
And let her speak.
God damn, what's going on?
Do you understand the contradiction? She just said it's hard to prove, but she definitively says that he abused her.
Chill, bro.
At the same time saying it's hard to prove.
You can't help it. Like this. Like,
no, I just can't help talking to fucking
like. Can you
retards.
imagine being married to this? Like you would have the same outcome as Lindsay and Clancy. You really would. Like you'll drive your wife to do some crazy shit because you just won't stop.
Go ahead.
And then gonna tell me to go ahead. After he just fucking ruined your whole mental thought process. Now you gotta go ahead quick.
All right, I have a question for you whenever you're finished. So go ahead and then finish, and I'll ask you a question.
Are you talking to me or Skull?
Yeah.
I apologize, Val. I'll conduct myself.
Okay, so yes, psychological abuse is very hard to prove. It's not, because technically what they're doing is not really basing, like, there's no crime for it. Like there's no law in the book for it. Like you can't say I'm gonna sue you for psychological abuse. Like what crime could you charge him with? Really? There's nothing to charge a person with. You know, if we had laws that actually was against psychological abuse, a lot of y'all probably would sue your fucking family and your parents and shit. Cause they was manipulating your ass as you were a kid and made you a weirdo like Skull. But it's hard to prove. So, but as women, I understand why they are rallying behind her. Because you can see that she's like a married single mom. Like if that video was anything like their everyday life, we're talking about a vacation. So if you're on a vacation, you're like that. I know at home you're probably 10 times fucking worse. You can't take that into a courtroom and say, I want to press charges against my husband because he doesn't help me in my marriage. You can't do that. Like there's nothing to protect women. It's just something that you have to go through. Right? Same thing with the amount of medications he's had. With the amount of medications he's had, I'm pretty sure he threatened to take the kids from her. Because that's the next step. Once the divorce proceedings happen, the next step is she's on medication, I gotta take the kids from her. Right? And what happens, a lot of these women relapse and they will end up killing the kids because they lose power over their children. And they're using power over their marriage, over their life, over their finances, over everything. And nobody believes you. So it's kind of like going back to the 1800s when a lot of times when a lot of husbands were done with their wives, they wanted to divorce. They didn't really divorce. They would just put their wife into a mental institution. That was a very, very popular thing. She don't want to act right. She don't want to listen. Throw her in a mental institution. And you never heard from her again. So go ahead and actually...
You probably had this question. You've heard this question probably before, seen it on the internet. I think it went viral. But if you were lost in the forest by yourself and you were walking around the bend in the forest, would you rather encounter a random man, totally random, or a bear?
I should know you was going to ask that question. Oh my God. You know what? Ooh.
I did a search. Well, as it seems,
John, you can't answer for her.
I would say a bear. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you what. I live in the mountains. I see bear all the time. You can hide from a bear. You can climb a tree from a bear. Men can be cunning.
Yeah,
and you
bears
can
are
let your
shit
guard
at
down,
climbing
and that man, it's a very high chance he might sexually abuse you. It is.
But you can't get away from a bear though.
No, she's gonna
Yes,
climb
the
the
fuck
tree.
you can. I run in my house all the time when they come outside.
No,
the bear can't climb the tree, Beaver.
You cannot get away from the bear.
Yeah, that's the issue.
No.
That the bear would actually kill you.
A bear can climb a tree.
Of the bear, you know.
Yeah, a bear's faster than a horse.
Listen, I'm fast too. Call me Flojo. I'm gonna climb up that tree like Tarzan. Or like I do now, I run in my house, close my door. There, I build me a little cabin, and hopefully he leave me alone.
Based off
What
her
I'm gonna
answer
do?
to that question, I don't even think.
I mean, regardless of the case may be, women are vulnerable. We don't care if it's a bear or a man. We're probably gonna die in the damn way.
Well, that's why I asked her. Skull, like there is this hatred towards men, or this, well, not a hatred. There's this phobia or fear. It's like they've been indoctrinated that most men are dangerous.
Does that make, like, I gotta ask a question back though to whoever asked me that. Do you get offended that women are saying they rather choose the bear?
Well, I get offended for, if you want to survive, then I get offended by the stupidity. But if you're afraid of being raped, and that is you rather die than be raped, then I could then understand how you came to your decision. But if you want to survive, if you have children and you want to make it home, yeah, then I am offended.
But do you understand why they're choosing the bear, right? Like, it's not just about rape, it's murder, it's a lot of things that men do when you're a woman and you're by yourself.
She still doesn't understand that the bear is 100% guaranteed murder.
Exactly,
Yeah,
but you can
like
always
you're dying,
predict an
100%.
animal. Listen, an animal will always be an animal. Well, you can always predict that. Like, you're never going to not know an animal's going to be an animal.
Yeah,
but a human, a man, see, we have this thing called we have personalities. We're cunning. So you can go ahead and think, oh yeah, we're human, I'm human, let's all get together because we can look out for each other. And then that same human will kill you too.
Wait, Vel, I have a question for you. So do you think that you'll be able to, like, maybe, like, I'm being honest right now, like, do you think that you'll be able to kind of calm the bear down a little bit, like talk to it, like kind of like?
No, I'm just gonna get away from it. I'm gonna get away.
You're just gonna walk away.
Not getting away from it. We're letting you know you're not getting away from it.
I mean, the odds are
I'll get away.
Both. You're going to survive both. Like, the odds are the bear is not, if it's not a polar bear, we're talking about like a black bear or brown bear, grizzly, it will leave you alone most of the time. But the odds are, if you get a random man in the U.S., you're going to get somebody like me or Joe or Skull, and we're going to assist you and help you find your way out of the forest.
Probably
versus.
I don't trust white men.
See,
I'm sorry, as a black person, you don't never want to be in the woods with no white man. That's the last place you want to be. Hell.
See that now? That's why I get like just totally perplexed by like.
Oh, now it's not just about your gender; it's about your.
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, that might be a cultural thing. Like, it might sound crazy to you, but like, there's never really been good outcomes with a black woman in the woods with a white man. I don't know if there's been good outcomes from that. So if I see a white man coming towards me, I'm definitely getting the fuck on. Leave me alone. I'm running.
The outcome is better than versus a bear.
Listen, if I'm in the middle of nowhere and a white man is coming to save me, I'm probably gonna run away.
Clarifying question.
Oh my goodness! So it's bear,
You guys
black
are
man,
dangerous.
John, hold on. Vel, I need a clarifying question. If a white man is walking down the street, do you cross the street?
Yes. Especially if I'm not in the city. Like I live in like the countryside, for sure. I am not trying to be too close to a lot of white men outside of inner cities. Y'all are dangerous. Dangerous people. I think in the inner cities, y'all try to be on your best behavior because you're so like around so many other minority groups. So you have to still play like you're on your best behavior. But some of the most sketchy white people are on the outskirts, in the suburbs, in the countryside, in the rural areas. They act real nice and they'll smile at you, but they'll kidnap you. Hell yeah.
So you're
said
okay.
no.
So I'm assuming you're okay the other way around. A white person crossing the street, if a black man's approaching him, you're okay with that, right?
No, any man approaching me, I'm crossing the street. I don't trust not one of you men.
Me. I'm talking about like if I'm going down the street and a black man is coming toward me and I cross the street, that's totally okay, right?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, but just know that if you come across, if you a white man and I'm walking down the street by myself, I'm for sure crossing the street.
You know what? Actually, Vel's not bad. She's pro segregation. This is actually not bad.
I'm not pro segregation. I'm just pro. I'm pro men.
You segregate yourself by default whenever you walk down the street.
No, I'm pro survivalist. Meaning, as a woman, I don't trust any man with my safety.
So how about this? You got a bear and you got a white woman. What are you choosing?
Oh, just run. Run to the bear.
Run from that white bitch.
I might take a chance with the white woman. I might.
All right. Okay. Clarifying question, though. A black man is walking down the street. You cross the street to the other side. That would definitely increase your.
I have. Yes, I have. I've done it before, and I believe the man was trying to follow me too. Yeah.
Statistically, that increases black women's survivability.
Yeah, I definitely cross the street if I see them coming towards me too. Yeah.
They have a higher KD than bears.
Yeah. So really, let's conclude the questions that you all asked me. The conclusion is that all you men are fucking dangerous to women. You're all dangerous to women and children.
What?
All of you.
There's no evidence of that.
Until you prove yourself otherwise, you are a danger.
Okay, wait. Tell us you're single without telling us you're single.
You know, men prove that every day by just not annihilating all women.
I know. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
To be fair, a woman does have to think about things like that. Like if I'm walking down the street, I'm not thinking about these guys raping me, right? Like it's not even in my head. But like if you're a woman though, you have to think about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that all men are rapists, but that's not a thing that is even entering my brain when I see guys walking in front of me, right? So there is a fear factor there that they got.
It's so scary that they vote in mass for more mass immigration with bunches of like sketchy men coming to their countries. They're so scared.
Well, I don't believe anything people preach because they'll say all of this stuff, but then when they see that immigrant, all of that stuff that they said on Twitter just disappears, right? So if you just look at the actions, I get it. If you're a woman, especially a frail woman, and it's dark and you're walking and there's a group of guys, yeah, there's a threat level there. There's a 9% chance they probably won't do it. It's just something they have to take into consideration. So I'm not ever.
Yeah,
but my point was like women vote for policies like that actually hurt them more than.
But school, that's not fair because a lot of pro women policies, they wrap it up in immigration. They wrap it up in pro LGBT. So it's like either you vote for your policy or you vote against it by voting for the complete opposite party, right? And this is what happens. You get caught up voting for things that you don't really agree with, but it's kind of like the lesser of two evils because like, damn, but you guys are preaching for women's rights. So I'm gonna go more towards you. But then I gotta accept all this other bullshit that I kind of don't agree with. And the same thing goes for the MAGA people. You guys were so conservative and so far right, and now look at the living conditions that you're in. Like I said, I live in rural America. White people, y'all struggling out here. Okay, every time I turn around, you niggas is looking for a food bank. Y'all trying to find where they donating clothes and shit so y'all can get back to school shit. Like, I'm looking at white America struggle, but y'all voted for Trump. Like, literally, y'all ride around with these Trump flags, and I'm like, but you voted for this shit. Now you can't even participate in the same system that you voted for. Oops, my bad. That's your fault.
Clarifying question, Belle. How many white friends do you have?
Nan.
That's nothing. Translation. She doesn't have any.
I have neighbors,
co-workers.
co-workers.
Where do you get this data from? Out of curiosity.
Because I told her I live in a community. This is actual data. I live in Trump country. Like it's so many Trump. These people they real life Trump supporters, man. And let me tell you something.
Around all
Let me tell you something. Looking, they always looking for a food bank. They poor shit out here.
Though, how do you survive around all these white people, especially these white men?
A lot more of us black people are coming out here now. So a little bit of white flight is starting to take.
Have you been attacked
we starting to
before?
take over this shit now.
Have you been attacked by the white men?
No, because I just told you a lot more blacks and Hispanics. We coming out here and we taking this shit over.
You're moving to poor.
We buying up the houses over here.
Yeah, you're moving to poorer communities with food banks. Is that what you're doing?
No, I live in the suburbs, but even people can't afford their houses no more. That's what's happening. They can't afford their property taxes. The property taxes keep going up. They can't afford it. So all your money is going towards your livelihood. So you don't even have enough money for food.
Right.
So there's a lot more families that are at food banks. They looking for second hand-me-down clothes at consignment shops.
But you're in that community, right? You said
Yeah, I'm in a middle-class community. Yeah, I own my home.
You're part of that community.
Absolutely.
So you're at the food banks.
No, I'm not. I'm at a supermarket.
How are you not at the food banks when they are?
Because I'm a veteran and they look out for me.
Okay.
Maybe they should have joined and fought for the same country they voted for. I don't know.
And none of them are veterans, you're saying, right?
What?
None of them are veterans?
I don't know.
Yeah, see? I mean, it's just
I just know that they got a lot of they always begging for shit on Facebook. These white people stay having a yard sale because they can't pay their bills. They stay. Matter of fact, my neighbor
Why did
just
you
had a
fight
yard
the
sale
white
today,
man's war?
trying to sell lemonade juice. Like they be trying to pimp their little kids out to sell lemonade because they can't pay their fucking mortgage. See, I done got hipped to white America and what the fuck y'all been doing. I got hipped. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all on the outskirts of these major cities, and y'all really out here struggling now.
You like it.
Every time you turn around, it's a yard sale because they
She
can't pay
loves
their
where
mortgage.
she lives, doctor. She loves it.
That's why you live there. You love this.
Do you think Kamala Harris could have done a better
You're
job?
not leaving it. You're in it, and you're enjoying it. Right, Val?
Yeah, we finna take this over. We got all the black and Hispanics. We finna buy all the houses up over there. And then y'all really gonna get out of here.
Are you moving away from it, though, or no?
Say that again.
Are you moving away from your community or not?
I might. I don't like the winters here, but I might. But I like it so far.
As the black and Hispanic population is growing, you're moving away?
You're complaining about
I
it.
might. This is the weather. The weather's kind of harsh.
So you're complaining about the community you live in, right?
No, I'm not complaining at all. I love it.
Yeah, you're
Just
saying
the weather.
about
I don't like the weather.
No, that's something about complaining about people going to food.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying y'all white people, y'all poor out here. Y'all real poor.
No. I mean,
the black people, we taking up all y'all shit, and y'all can't afford it no more.
You're obviously concerned about it, right?
You know, it's like all the white men.
I mean, just think about that for a second.
Well, you can't. You don't want me to answer? Why you hit me? You don't want me to answer?
I mean, you're talking over me. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, my bad. What you said?
Yeah, no. I mean, you're in a community that you're complaining about, or you have concerns
No, I actually like it. Yeah.
To be fair, she wasn't complaining. She was.
I just said y'all poor as fuck out here. Y'all
said
leaving.
the white people are poor. It wasn't like she felt it was an issue.
This guy's going down. You're the person that's complaining about or concerned about the community you live in. I'm trying to figure out why you live in that community if you're so concerned.
I'm not concerned. But I know that y'all poor. I know y'all dangerous people out here because y'all getting
poor. Why are you
poor.
bringing it up then if you're not concerned?
Because we were talking about it. We were talking about white people, and I was talking about how dangerous y'all getting and how poor y'all getting.
So you just bring up things just out of the blue.
Well, you brought up hypotheticals with a bear and a man. So
Yeah,
I'm bringing up real.
I mean, white people are for sure
I can bring up
dangerous.
real shit.
Hold on. Can I ask a clarifying question? Val, why are you so afraid of white people?
I'm not afraid of you.
Clearly, you made the case.
I'm not afraid of you.
You're very afraid of white
I'm not
men.
afraid of you.
Very paranoid. Very.
I mean, we colonized the whole planet. You shouldn't be afraid of us.
But listen, if I'm somewhere as a woman by myself, I have to be on guard with all men. All men. It doesn't matter what color they are. Any man's capable of anything.
But you're mentioning white people all the time, though. So you're paranoid of white people.
No, I'm not paranoid. No. We weren't talking about all white people. I told you, if it's a white woman, I might take a chance with her. Might.
But everything you've talked about though has been about white people so far. So why is it so weird that we have?
Why can't we get back to Lindsay Clancy? Why are you so fascinated with the fact that white America is poor?
That is about
you guys are poor now.
That is about
it's okay.
No.
And we're gonna buy up all your houses because you get poor. We're just gonna buy up your houses as you get poor and sell it, and you foreclose.
We're not poor relative to you. We're fucking doing incredible.
And that's the thing. She lives in a poor neighborhood, so I don't understand what's going on.
This is really bothering y'all, ain't it?
No. I mean, we're just curious why you're bothered by it.
Y'all.
No. We're just curious why you're bothered by it.
You brought up a bear. You brought up an imaginary situation.
I know we did.
Yeah.
And then you brought up an imaginary situation too about.
No, I'm not. I'm bringing up a real fact.
No,
you guys are food banks trying to get food and stuff now.
That's the point. And then you're part of the community, which is kind of interesting.
No, these are working class families though. They're still working class. They just
right. And you're part of that.
I can still afford it.
You're part of that community.
Yeah, I'm part of it.
Okay, cool.
But I can still afford my food though.
About
y'all can't.
That you're part of.
Okay. You guys are always begging for like clothes and shit.
You guys, you're part of that
begging.
community.
Thank you for your service of fighting the white man.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
Do I make enough money to get food stamps? Oh my God. My husband just lost his job. Do I make...
So you're part of that community.
Why did you mute me? Stop muting me.
Because you're talking over me. Shut up.
Look. Oh my God, my husband.
Just shut the hell up. Seriously. So check this out. You're part of that community. You're complaining about it, right? You're kind of paranoid of white people. We just got to make sure we get the facts straight. That's all we're doing here, right?
Oh my God. Why you keep me? The truth hurts.
No, the truth is that whites have a much higher median income than blacks, so I don't know why you're trying to frame it like that. The bare question was just to see where your head's at if you have hatred towards white
you should read the chat. Read the chat.
It's just,
and I think
they're trying to clarify what I said.
It's fascinating.
What I want to know why Joe asks her if she has white friends. What's that got to do with anything?
Well, it's to see if she has any type of real insight into the white culture or how people behave.
I was in the military with y'all. That's all I need to know.
Of course he does.
All I need to know about you is I was in the military.
What does that mean? What is it in the military that you're concerned about with white people?
I was in the military with y'all. I got to see real up close with y'all.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Somebody say I'm a racist. I might be. A racist.
Well, you are racist. We already know that. I mean,
I might be. I'm a part of the white flight. I'm helping white flight.
Don't call me a racist.
I think you're wrong.
I don't know if she's racist, but she is stupid. It might just be an icon.
Well, that usually goes hand in hand.
Yeah, I know.
About that.
She likes to come across racist.
Right.
I don't think she's stupid. And I don't think that she's racist. I think that...
Oh my God.
She just said she's racist.
Wait a second.
She just admitted to being
thinking
racist.
about being racist.
Wait a second. I understand that. But I'm giving you what I think, okay? I'm giving you what beats. I think that there is some issues that she's seen and she's lived through and she's frustrated by them. And she is seeing the change and the shift in the economics of the United States, which is definitely, we can't lie, our financial situation, it's not good. And I think that she's getting a sort of, which I can't, I'm with her actually.
She's not with you. She said she might get help from a white woman.
And she might get help from me. White women don't always trust black women. So
I feel like
she's not bringing you to the cookout.
No, I just feel that's fine. I just feel that she's frustrated and she's hurt and she's just not being. She hasn't identified it yet in a way that or maybe she has, and she's not prepared to talk about it right now.
I'm not hurt.
Because it's vulnerable.
I'm not
Wait,
hurt.
hold on. But
He brought
hold
up
on.
the fact
Hold
that
on.
I
Well,
vote
you
for
could say
liberal
what you
policies.
think. I mean,
I said y'all voted for Trump, and he got you poor. That's what I said.
Hold on. I have to ask this.
What did I say?
I have to respond too.
Yeah, I got to ask this question. Val, how can you actually understand the white experience
I
when
don't
you
want
don't
to.
have any
It looks miserable.
white parents? You don't really know anything about
You
like,
voted for
culture.
Trump, and Trump is literally getting your grandma's bank account.
So
Get over it.
I'd appreciate it if you don't comment about the white experience. Never really known what it or had to deal with the historical difficulties of being.
I wouldn't want to be it.
Val, do you think that Trump
They
is a
said that we vote for
Hold on,
mass
1 second.
immigration. So I said, why did you vote for Trump? And he made you broke. He made you poor.
May I?
You're the one that lives in a poor neighborhood. He didn't make us poor. He made you poor then too.
Hold on. So, Matt,
Okay.
I think we're getting to something. Val,
So you're poor.
Could you tell us what you think about Trump? Do you think, let me ask you just blatantly, yes or no. Do you think that he's a racist?
I don't know if he's a racist. I don't know.
Okay. What is your approval? If you were to give yourself a percentage of approval rating for Trump right now, where would you place yourself?
About a fifth. I say about 45%. About 45%.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So-
the living conditions for the average American, white, black, Hispanic, or whatever, it's becoming very serious. It's nothing to laugh about.
Yeah,
it's nothing to joke
I agree.
about. And it's not, and you cannot work 3-4 jobs to survive it. It's becoming that impossible.
Last question though.
Let's put that onus on Trump. Let's not
Wait a
focus
minute.
on mass immigration. Let's focus on the current sitting
Hold on.
president.
Trump did not do that in a year and a half.
Exactly.
Close to 2 years. What's going on around here? You realize that, right, Belle?
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Trump didn't do that in a year and a half. He didn't.
Yeah, I know. You guys don't want to blame Trump for shit.
Well,
you don't blame him for nothing. But he did bomb Iran. He did that.
You realize that Trump can't do that, right?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Trump don't do nothing, right? He just sits there, look pretty, shit in his diaper all day. That's all he does, right?
He doesn't wear a diaper.
Yeah. How would you know? You in his ass crack?
That's Biden.
Are you in his ass?
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, Val, control yourself. Do you know Biden wore a diaper or no?
He said he don't wear diapers. How you know?
Wait, you know Biden wore a diaper or no?
I don't know. Everybody near Trump, they said that he wear a diaper.
So you just kind of go with whatever you say.
Yeah, listen, you don't know the nigga. You act like you know him. You don't know that nigga.
Well, I know he doesn't wear a diaper. I know that.
Yeah, have you ever been around Trump?
Yes, I have been around Trump.
And he
wasn't wearing a diaper. But guess what? Like,
you saw his diaper butt.
Biden was wearing a diaper though.
You said who?
Biden.
I didn't vote for that old ass nigga either.
I know, but I didn't
vote for none of these old ass people.
Oh, so you didn't vote at all
want
for
younger
anybody.
president.
Okay, wait. So you didn't vote for anybody? Ever?
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever joined the armed forces?
I have not joined the armed forces. No.
So how can you look at me as a veteran and think that you think you know more about this country than I do?
Okay.
I'm asking you a fair question.
I guess you know more than me.
No, I'm asking you a fair question. As a veteran, as a 6-year chemical access veteran,
It's just a job.
how can you think you know more about this country than I do?
Well, it's
You never put your life on the line
Black
for it.
people
You
on
never
average
will. You're a
earn
coward.
56,000 a year household, 92,000
Well, I'm going to drop
for whites.
Rich now because I'm talking. Rich, you're going to go to the audience. There you go. And three things. One, he didn't know Biden was wearing a diaper, so you don't know more than me.
I don't fuck the man.
Right?
I don't give a damn.
Second of all, you never voted before, so I don't know. You don't seem to know anything because you don't even know how to vote.
Right, I don't know. But now I know how to vote. Okay.
Thirdly.
But I fought so you can vote though. I fought so you can vote.
Thirdly, is that you live in the very neighborhood that you're bashing Trump for. For some reason, you think that just like he made everybody poor.
Right,
like that.
he did, and he did.
But you live in it.
Bell.
Okay,
What's up?
so you'll know.
What's up?
You'll
Why,
know
let me ask you a question. Why did you
know
vote
more
for
than
Trump?
me.
Why did you vote for Trump?
Hold on, Belle.
What's
You have a
up?
couple
What's up,
hours.
Belle?
Did you vote?
Why are you joining the army of the
Maybe.
white man if you're scared of white men?
This country is my country. This is always your country. It ain't no white man army.
You purposely put yourself
This
in
ain't no white man.
proximity
This ain't no white man army. You
white
niggas are
men,
singing cadences that
but
we
you
ain't.
talk shit.
Wait, you really didn't vote? Sam asked you if you voted.
Yeah, she
That
didn't vote.
brainwashing shit, they ain't gonna work with me. My great grandfather's fought in Revolutionary War, bitch. You can't tell me nothing about this country.
Val.
Now you might try that shit with somebody else.
No, I'm
Your
making a
ass ain't
point
Island.
that you
You
put
can't tell
yourself
me
in
shit about this
proximity
country
to
that I
white
don't
people,
already
but
goddamn
you don't
know.
like people.
What
Like
are
you
we
live
talking
around white
about?
people. You joined an army
And
that
my
has
great grandfathers
predominantly
fought in
white
the Civil
people.
War to free
You walk
the
outside
people in the
amongst white
South
people.
too.
Yet you hate white people.
I'm a military family ass bred. And my grandfather
Surrounded by
fought in
white
World War
people that you
II,
hate.
and my great grandmother lived up his pension until she was 98 years old.
Well, thank you for your service, number one, and I seriously mean that. But number two,
Thank you for
doesn't
my
mean you know
family
more about.
service.
It doesn't mean you know more about the country, though. Just
But you're a
because
coward.
in the
You'll never
military,
die for nothing.
Oh God.
You're a coward. You'll never die
See,
for
that-
nothing.
Here
That's what you're ignorant.
You will never die for nothing. That's why y'all vote thinking that's worth
Right.
something. You niggas ain't
I
worth
would-
it. Y'all don't want to fight for nothing.
I would die
You're a
against
coward.
reparations. No, I would fight against reparations, and I would die for that.
Oh my God.
Listen, you'll never die for nothing. You sit on the internet making hypotheticals.
I just told you what I would fight for and die for.
Hell, don't.
I'm being honest. What do you want me to say?
That's horrible, Beaver. Well, I
hate the country.
Doesn't make sense.
Hold on. I have a couple questions for Vel. Vel, what do you think if you were to pick 3 of the most concerning issues the U.S. is going through right now? If you want to do 1 or 2, that's fine. 3, I think, is probably what most of us can average very
I'll give you
easily.
1. I don't have all
Okay.
day.
Yes, ma'am.
1, the growing number of incel white men that are roaming the Clubhouse app, like in this room. That's one of the growing concerns.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Do we all get turns? Do we get turns? Like, Val, would it be fair to frame you as a child murder apologist based upon your testimony tonight in the court of public opinion of the President Trump house, with you defending Lindsay Clancy's actions?
Well, I'm no different than the president you voted for that gave you a redacted Epstein files. Look, don't hold me to the fire. You don't hold that fat ass nigga to, okay? Don't hold me to the same fire.
Your attempt to
He gave you
divert-
redacted files,
Your attempt
and you're
to
still talking
divert
about release the
and not
files
answer
because
the
y'all some damn
question
NPC.
will be taken as an admission
These
of
niggas
guilt.
still talking about
You
release the
are a
files.
child
He gave you the
murder
files,
apologist.
redacted.
So she knows more than us, guys. So
Release the files. Drain the swamp.
Val, what's
Face
one?
ass.
You didn't really answer Beeman's question. You talk about white incels as usual, white men. You're either obsessed with them or you're paranoid. You got to pick one or the other. I don't know what's going on.
No. You gave me a scenario about a man and a bear, and I gave you one. You asked me about a white man, and I said I don't trust no man.
Paranoid. So
You want to be upset with you, but the reality is that you're a non-factor.
All you talked about is white
You are a
men.
non-factor in reality.
So,
No, Val, they gave
if
you
we're
an
non,
opportunity.
if we are non,
You can't even get back to the original topic because you're so hurt. You've been so hurt since I got on the stage, baby. Let's get back to the topic.
Val, you were given.
You'll never be able to submit.
This is so
You'll never be
See,
able to
Doctor,
submit.
this is what arguing with
You'll
Candace
never
Owens
submit.
is. You
I don't want
technically
you to submit to
win,
me,
but
but I
you
can
don't
make you
win.
submit to me if you want
so
to,
obsessed
doctor.
with Matthew
Doctor,
White.
I can make you to submit to me if you want to. It's up to you.
I'll just put a leash on you. That's all.
Yeah. I know this is the type of shit you into. You into that BDSM shit. You know, you white boys
I
love
will.
that weird
I'm
shit.
that incel
Yeah,
that
white
you're
boys
afraid
love that
of.
weird shit.
I'm that incel you're afraid
You
of.
want
I'll
to be
actually
beat
do it.
down.
I'll actually do it. I'll leash you up, girl. I'll leash you up.
You want to be at the
then
bottom
I'll
of
use
my
that leash
shoe.
and I'll whip you. I'll whip you. That's what I'll
This
do.
is not
Hey, yo,
constructive.
doctor, you want to be at the bottom of my shoe. I know what you into.
That's my service to the country right there.
Yeah. You want to be at the bottom of my shoe. I know what you into.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't low.
So, which is it? Paranoia or obsession with me?
Baby, I know you obsessed with me, though.
No, I'm not. I don't care less. I can care less about you.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
are. You've been dropping people down to the floor, so you can talk to me.
Because they're
I've been watching it
interrupting.
too.
Because they're interrupting.
Ooh, they interrupting. What are they interrupting between us? What?
Talking over people.
What are we interrupting?